Oops, I forgot to add my camera in. I apologize for that. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Yeah, we're just gonna go over Eagles free agency day 3. We're gonna do a live reaction of that, and yeah, just see like what's going on today. It was very quiet yesterday. I mean, the Eagles, kind of were interested in Allen Robinson, and then we saw like they were interested in Xavier Rhodes, and then kind of like turned off after that. So the news, I did make a video yesterday on the Eagles. They're still in on wide receiver, guys. I don't think they're quitting on Allen Robinson right now. Until I see Allen Robinson sign with another team, it looks like I didn't see Casey's name. I saw the Patriots. They need a number one guy. And I think they're trying to get that out of Allen Robinson. And the Raiders are trying to get a wide receiver as well. I don't know if Casey's in on getting a receiver as much. We read that the other day. So I don't know if that's even the case. What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a good morning today. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out for a few hours today. To see what's going on. Donnie, what's going on, man? Ralph, what's going on, man? Godspeed says Eagles won't do anything big. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if there's any other names that are on. I mean, there might be a name out there we don't know. I heard, Chase Claypool, that they might have him on the trade block. Howie could be working a trade right now. You know what I mean? King James, what's going on, man? Yo, James, Madalena, what's going on? Yo, Desert Eagle, what's going on, man? I was actually just watching your video like 10, 15 minutes ago before I started this, but I hope you're having a good day at work and stuff, bro. Brad Goats says, good afternoon, Joe. I think we addressed everything else in the draft. Yeah, I agree. I think there's at least one more signing. One more, not big signing, but one more mid-tier signing. I think it's going to be for a wide receiver or something at this point, so I'm not really sure. Oh, James says, on break at work. Bro, enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy your morning tonight. Slavi Joe, Slavi Show, I'm down for LaVisca if the price is right. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I heard he had a lot of drop issues, you know what I mean? So I don't know if this is the type of guy they want to bring in, or they just want to bring him in just to, have him compete or whatnot. So I don't know. Prayer Bud says Howie for sure took yesterday off to calculate contracts and is going to fire today. Yo, Chris, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good morning today. Dominic, what's going on? He says, Honey Badger. That would be a big move too, man. That'd be a big move too. Obviously, the best safety on the market right now. So we'll see. Marcus Williams goes to the Ravens. The Eagles were close on getting him. The Eagles were very close to paying him that 5-year, $70 million contract, which is kind of crazy right now. Ryan Roman says, I hope Eagles do something. They could today. Today is probably a good day that they could do something, whether it's a backup, it's a depth signing. Austin Hooper just got released from the Browns. I think the Browns are going to acquire Deshaun Watson. I think it's happening. I think it's going to happen because they're starting to like get rid of some players right now and just release them to free up some cap. So could happen. I don't know. Every hour it's always something different. So, Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Show, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day today. Nathaniel Hall says Deshaun is already holding up free agency market with the top guys left. I don't know what to believe. 1 minute, I think it's Panthers, but now he really may want to go home where he's safe with small crew. Jay Funk says, do we have the money to get anyone else? I mean, as of right now, yeah. If they tried getting Marcus Williams at one point yesterday, they definitely have another move up their sleeve today, if that's the case, whether it's for safety or wide receiver. I think it's going to be safety, wide receiver, most likely, so we'll see. Greg Ward did sign for a 1-year deal, which I'm actually glad he's coming back. I didn't think he was going to come back at all. So it looks like Boston Scott's going to be a free agent. Singleton's definitely gone as of right now from the Philadelphia Eagles. Ralph Santos says most likely a trade will happen. We'll see. I mean, look, what I heard about the Calvin Ridley trade, it was actually for a 3rd-round pick, which I am shocked. Okay, I think it was a 3rd. I don't know if it was a 3rd or a 2nd. I think it was a 3rd. Just because of Calvin Ridley not playing that many games, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but man, that would have been a good trade. I'm still like harped up. I'm still hanging on to that trade. Like I can't believe we couldn't get it. And I understand that, it's Calvin Ridley's doing it on what he did, but no, Fox Jacko, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? Diamondback says maybe Minshew gets traded today. We'll see. And we'll see, bro. We'll see what happens. Jose Arivalaga says, Joey, what's going on? Marcus Martin says, all defense today. Could be. Nathaniel Hall, so we all know Howie and Eagles ain't going full throttle on free agents because like that person window shopping, watching everybody fight over a prize in Deshaun. It's actually hurting the team right now. I mean, as of right now, I mean, it's hurting between a few of those teams. The 49ers, the Falcons are being sleepers, I guess, for Deshaun Watson, and the Browns are going hard right now. So it looks like if the Browns do acquire, Deshaun Watson, it looks like Baker Mayfield actually might go to the Colts if that's the case. The Colts are still looking for a quarterback. The Colts haven't done nothing in free agency. They have over $70 million in cap space, and they haven't done nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. And I think because they know they're going to pay a quarterback or – I mean, they have a lot of cap space. I mean, they're sitting in the clear right now. Chris R said, what up, Joey? If I catch you streaming one more time without receiving a notification, me and Google going to have some problems. You know what? That's what happens with a lot of people. So, guys, if you don't like, there's some people that aren't even subscribed. Like YouTube will unsubscribe people. I don't know. That just happens. But make sure you're hitting that bell. Make sure you hit the bell. I never even tell people to hit that bell at all. But I guess if that's happening, then hit the bell or re-hit the bell. Maybe unhit it and then hit it again if that's the case. Donox says, smash the like button, everyone. He's talking the time out of his day, taking time out of his day to keep entertaining. Like, I know I love doing this, man. Nah, like I didn't think I was going to be streaming free agency all day, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna start doing that every year just because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It keeps everybody engaged, and like we're not just sitting here on our phones all day. You know, it's like me doing the work for you guys, but we're just talking at the same time. So obviously, I'm on Twitter and looking at everything. So. Haven't heard nothing yet, but so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Matthew Binksy, I'm thinking Ronnie McLeod's coming back. He could. I have a big feeling that they're bringing him back, and it might, keeping Marcus Epps as the third safety is probably a good choice. As a role playing through a third safety is probably a good thing. I don't know what they're going to do here. I mean, look, if they want to get Kyle Hamilton in the draft, or they want to get Brisker in the second round, or whatever they want to do, I'm totally fine with that. You know what I mean? I'm totally fine because there's a lot of depth at safety from the first to second round, receiver. I mean, there's a lot of depth at a lot of positions, so we'll see. Terry Smiggins says Atlanta Falcon. Raymar says, hello, I'll hope we get some good news today. Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping too, bro. I'm hoping too. Jose Arvalaga says, what's up from San Antonio, Texas? Fly, Eagles, fly. Dude, much love, man. Benny Boom, what's going on, bro? Dude, we're chilling. We're just chilling right now. Pair of Butts says, I'm pretty sure we'll have like over $50 million to spend, don't we? I mean, we need, I think, like $10 million just for the draft. I mean, if they're getting 2 first-round pick, guys, you know what I mean? You're going to be, you're going to need a little bit extra money. So I don't know what the exact number is, but Justin Buckner says we need to sign Dante Jackson, young, speedy guy who upgrade our cornerback group tremendously. Everyone's talking about Dante Jackson a lot. So, I mean, I know the Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback that came from the Colts, that was a big corner for the Vikings at the time when he got a big contract. So we'll see. Rock the Rs, what's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good day, man. Bill, Big Mob, what's going on, man? The Honey Badger. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm kind of looking at right now. I'm wondering, like, I don't know, like the Honey Badger, bro, like I know he wants to go somewhere. He might want to go to a contender at this point. So, MH says you rather sign a safety or a wide receiver. I kind of want to get I really want to get a safety like badly in here. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather get a safety right now just because I think that's the bigger need right now than wide receiver, because wide receiver goes deep into this draft. I mean, it goes first, second round, so I'm not even worried about it. I think safety does too, but you know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Dexter says still have to pay people from draft. Yeah, that's the issue. Rock says hopefully we get something today. We'll see. Scoop Deuce says Myles Jack, please. Dude, I think it's like a no-brainer. I mean, that's a no-brainer for the Eagles to make. Myles Jack, I mean, he led the Jaguars in tackles last year. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's been people complaining about his coverage. You know what I mean? This is coverage ability, but who cares, man? Like, they just need to bring a body in here, and I think it's a no-brainer move. Like Howie Roseman talked about not having the right linebackers for this scheme, and you have a linebacker right there. Chris Scott Shakes. How he tried trading for a big-time wide receiver and a big-time safety, he failed. To me, he's still going to get a top safety in free agency and wide receiver in a trade. Yeah, I mean, we have to give Howie credit in this free agency when it comes to trying to make trades and all that. He's been very aggressive after trying to acquire Calvin Ridley, being so smart, and I have to give him props on it because look at the wide receiver market right now. Christian Kirk got a big deal. They put in a bid. So the news was the Eagles put in a bid for Christian Kirk, and Doug Peterson said, nope, you're not going anywhere, pretty much. And then the market pretty much slowed up right after that Christian Kirk deal. So Eagles are going heavy for Allen Robinson right now. So they're going heavy for Allen Robinson right now. They could be going after, Chase Claypool. I mean, they could be going after anybody in a trade right now. So on top of it, if they think they're like, okay, there's no way we're going to be able to acquire, Allen Robinson in this bid, because it looks like the Patriots are going after him. It looks like the Raiders are going after him. It said that KC was going after him, but I didn't see their name up there again. So I don't know if they backed out of it. So I'm not really sure. Myles Jack is available at linebacker. There's still a good amount of safeties left, and with Honey Badger included as of right now. I'm going to try to find that. I actually put that down last night because I saw the list of safeties last night, who was available. Okay. So the safeties that are available in free agency right now, you have Tyrann Mathieu, obviously Marcus May, Ronnie Harrison, Jaron Kearse, and Terrell Edmunds. Okay, Edmunds is a really good young upside they could bring in, and Marcus May, obviously. Let's see, Marcus May, I think. Yeah, May had an Achilles injury last year. So coming off an Achilles injury, see what he does. I don't know what the case is with Marcus May, but that's one that they'll really have to think about. You know what I mean? Dominic Giovanzo says only 10 likes right now. Come on. We have 235 in the chat, man. If everyone's excited for free agency for the Philadelphia Eagles day 3, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. This is a nonstop train, guys. We keep going every single day. Talk about the Eagles, and I give my takes on pretty much everything that's going on. So it's a lot of fun. Prayer Bud says sign wide receiver, draft safety. John Jones says, hey, what's up? Hey, Joey, what's up? What's going on, man? Jay Funk says, I'm liking Honey Badger, and I was against Robinson, but I say do it. King James, what's going on, bro? Howie has always been unpredictable. Eagles fans got to be ready for anything. Yeah, and that is true, man. That is really true. Even the Calvin Ridley thing was very surprising. I mean, we heard news that obviously we didn't really hear news the Eagles were trying to look at him, but at the same time, like he was available, and relations with Devontae Smith and obviously Alabama boys with Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, there's a lot of connection there. Chris, I better not hear anything about Deshaun Watson not wanting to come here because he wants to go to a contender when the team on the list includes Cleveland, Atlanta, and Carolina. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. I think he's visiting the Falcons today from what it looks like right now. Justice Buckner says, Myles, Jack, Dante Jackson, fill the rest through the draft. I agree, man. I agree. Yo, Junie Vasquez says, think we'll go for DK. That would be the most surprising one that I would love to go to. I mean, it would be the most surprising one I would love to at least acquire as of right now. I give up a first round pick and maybe a 4th round or 5th round or something like that for DK. If that's the case, that's what I want. That's what I want right now. So we'll see. Desert Eagle XP, what's going on, man? He says, would y'all rather do what the Jags do, sign everyone off of free agency, forking out too much money? I'd rather not. No, because that's not how you build a roster, man. Like, Doug is spending, so what happened was the Jaguars didn't want to hire a VP. So they gave pretty much Doug Peterson all of the power to be control of this roster. So it's really risky, man. Like, Doug's kind of going over his head a little bit. He's signing a lot of players to a lot of money right now. So it's going to be interesting what they do, man. It's going to be interesting what they do. But I rather, because that's what the Giants did last year, and they were hyped up, and I think it was so overrated. You know what I mean? Kenny Galladay didn't do anything last year. You know what I mean? Adoree Jackson, overpaying Adoree Jackson. I mean, that's what they did, man. They're just giving out money. It doesn't make you a good, like, you can have what looks like a good roster on paper. And I said that before the season for the Giants, like a good roster on paper. But, the Jets have done that many years, a few years ago when they got, a few other players. And, it's just, you can't build it through free agency like that. Pierre Bud says Allen Robinson's right leg is too sketchy. Troy Singleton, what's going on, man? How you doing? Let's see. We got Blue City Empire Sports. Says, what's good, Joey? How are you? My New York Giants just signed QB. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that last night. So yeah, the Giants signed QB. Yeah, they signed Tyron Taylor as the backup. I feel like he's going to be the starting quarterback really soon. I mean, if they're paying him more money, I mean, as of right now, I don't know. I think Tyrod Taylor is going to be the starting quarterback sooner or later this year. 4 or 5 games in, maybe. I mean, I don't think Daniel Jones is going to even is going to keep his starting job for that long. So, yo, Eagles gang, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming back today, man. MJ says Gary Cobb with Jakeem Sports reported that reliable source told him that sometime tomorrow Deshaun Watson will be a Carolina Panther. Yeah, it's going to be Carolina or the Browns probably. Wilfred Montana says Colts about to sign Nick Foles. Might happen. Colts about to sign Nick Foles. That would kind of be the smart thing for them to do, to be honest with you. So I think that would be pretty smart. George Burwell, what's going on, man? Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Jose Alvarez says YouTube live. It will remind you. John Jones says that's why Howie may not be here if he does do well in this draft. He knows this is for him. He's got to hit a home run in this draft. Yeah, this is pretty much his final year of Howie Roseman's contract as of right now. I mean, this is it. You know what I mean? This is it. Just imagine we had Ridley. Dude, if we had Ridley, we wouldn't even be going. I mean, if we had Ridley right now, we'd be set at wide receiver right now. We would be set. I mean, look, they could have went for another wide receiver. Even getting Ridley, they should have went for another receiver, in the second round or something like that. But if they don't pick up a wide receiver here, if this doesn't happen within the next few days, I think that they go after a receiver in the first round. It could happen. I don't know. I mean, receivers go into the second round. There's a lot of good prospects out there that you don't need to draft into the first round if you don't want to. But if they're looking for that complementary piece to Devontae Smith with, adding Quez Watkins in there as well, I think this is perfect for it. I think they're in a really good spot for it. Slavi Show says not only have the Broncos made great moves, but they have Travis Fulgham and Adrian Kill in Super Bowl confirmed. Yeah, I totally forgot Travis Fulgham's over there right now. That's a shame, man. James Madalena says any other NFL news today? There's really nothing today. Austin Hooper got released by the Browns, so there's a 27-year-old tight end that's available right now that somebody's definitely going to pick up. Fox Jago says some dude hacked my Google account about a month ago. Have not gotten it back yet. I'm pissed about that. Well, dude, I hope you get it back, man. That's not good. Why the hell would someone hack a Google account? James says not till 4 p.m. No, I mean, anybody could sign anybody, right? Nothing. I don't know. Nothing. I don't think anything is. All these deals are not set in stone until I think Friday or Thursday. I forgot what day it is. Royce Van Cleese said, where do you think Kenny Pickett will land? I don't know, man. Like, I don't think he's going to – I mean, I hope he goes top 10, but it's probably not going to happen. I have a feeling that he might go second round. He might go late first. If there's a quarterback going to be taken, I don't know where these quarterbacks are going to land. I have no idea. I'm hoping that some of these quarterbacks go in the top 10, which will help the Eagles and get a edge rusher. So, let's say Coco Kid says Peppers. Jabril Peppers is available at safety as well. Landon Collins is available. I mean, Peppers has been linked to the Eagles a lot of times this offseason, so we'll see. Pair of Bud says Deontay Foreman's Instagram story had Deshaun Watson tagged in it and highlight clips with him as running back. Interesting. Who do you want the Eagles to get today? At this point, man, like I would love them to get Allen Robinson. I mean, I would love Myles Jack. Even the Honey Badger at this point, if that's what they want to bring in. If he's interested in coming here, like I just don't see him coming here just because he wants to. I don't think he wants to go to a rebuild. But I mean, is he going to go to the Bucks? Is he going to go somewhere else? I don't know where he's going to go. So Saints got Marcus May. The Saints have Marcus May? Or are you talking about Marcus Williams? The Saints got Marcus Williams. I don't think they got Marcus May. They signed Marcus Williams to a 5-year, $70 million deal yesterday. Jose says Cowboys are losing a lot of players. After what happened to Randall Gregory pretty much changing his mind the other day, I mean, that was kind of crazy. I mean, the Cowboys are just – they've signed some stupid contracts. I mean, I wouldn't have got rid of Amari Cooper. I mean, that's like – Amari Cooper is Dak Prescott's safety blanket at wide receiver, even though Amari Cooper doesn't show up in big games and big moments. They're making CeeDee Lamb the number one. They're making CeeDee Lamb the number one guy right now. And on top of everything else, Ezekiel Elliott's making it's $18 million. Like ridiculous. Like Ezekiel Elliott shouldn't even have. They got to move on from him. I think they should really move on from Ezekiel Elliott just because I think Tony Pollard is the better running back that could really do well in special teams, and he's a dual threat running back as well. So to pay Ezekiel Elliott's ridiculous. So they freed up some cap space. They restructured some guys. I think their offensive line is overrated at this point. So. We got Leonard says Joey Shakes. What's up? Looking in from and Santa Mexico, dude. Much love, man. Wolf says how much cap we have. I have no idea. I tried looking for that last night, like all last night. I couldn't find the updated cap at all. I don't even know. Don't feel the Eagles says draft order trade for a receiver if we don't get Allen Robinson. Yeah, I think so, man. I think they draft the receiver if they don't get Allen Robinson. I think that's going to be the main thing. I think they draft that complimentary piece. I think that's what they do. I think it's going to be a first-round pick, too. Toxic says Jonathan Gannon is at Georgia's pro day. Huh. Interesting. Trevon Walker, Jordan Davis, could Nakobe Dean. You got to draft a Georgia player this year. That'd be nice. Sean Wells says, I think we should go defense. All 3 picks first round can change our team in 1 round. Who would you draft if all 3 defense? Oh, God. I mean, I would draft Ojabo, Devin Lloyd, and Jordan Davis. If it was literally all defense, sure. Or you go Kyle Hamilton, Ojabo, and try to get oh my God, they can go so far with this draft. I would go Devin Lloyd, Ojabo, and maybe I would double down, honestly. I would just go double down. You can go get Kyle Hamilton too, which I'd really be excited about. Kyle Hamilton, I wonder where he's going to drop. I'm thinking like between 7 to 11, 8 to 11, something like that. I think the Eagles would have to move up for him regardless. So I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? Rouse sounds like everybody asking for too much money. I feel like Howie's going to make a smart move. Yeah, no, I really do. I mean, I wouldn't even hone in on Allen Robinson too much right now. I wouldn't hone in on Allen Robinson too much because I think they will kind of call up some other teams about receivers. And I think because Howie Roseman, obviously the Eagles have so much draft capital right now, they can do whatever they want. So there's flexibility with trades, guys. That's what Howie Roseman's good at. You know what I mean? That's what he's really good at. My bad. I'm not seeing super chat. See, these super chats never pop up, and I don't know why they don't. It's just really weird. We got a super chat from Tyrell Young. Appreciate it, man. He says, just give Tyrann Mathieu already 3 years, $50 million. Yeah, we'd be set at safety with him in the mix. We'd be set at safety. We'd be definitely set. Alexander for 270 people, 38 likes. Click the like button. Yeah, definitely, guys. Click the like button if you guys haven't, guys. Subscribe to the channel. There's 345 people in the chat. Much love to everybody that's in here today. We're going to be over free agency day 3 for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, Conrad truly says, honestly, in this draft, just take the smart picks for the team, and it would be a home run. Yeah, no, I get it. Taylor the Great would be awesome for Foles. Yeah, I doubt that, man. I doubt that. Oh, yeah, Jordan Hicks. Jay Funk says Jordan Hicks to the Vikings. That was a good spot for him. That was a really good spot. Very underrated signing. Very underrated signing. Jordan Hicks has played very well for the Arizona Cardinals. Very injury prone with the Eagles. He showed some really good things when he was with us, but I think Jordan Hicks was a really good signing. Alexander Forces, do you don't want the Honey Badger? Convert truly says I would give Tyrann a 3-year, $50 million deal too. Carl says, why not take a look at Landry? Just give him 1 year and prove it deal. Like, if that's the case, they want to do that. I guess it's fine. Like, I don't want to give Jarvis Landry that much money. That's the issue. I really don't want to give him that much money. Usually serves sign Myles Jack, Juju, draft Dean, draft cornerback, draft either safety or key offensive position to help Hurts. Yeah, I mean, that's great. If they were able to draft 3 guys in the first round, that's awesome, but it's not going to happen. They're probably going to trade back one of those first round picks. That's what I'm kind of getting out of it. We got Dave on Wall Street says, Joey, can I get a wrench? Yeah, the problem is with the wrenches, guys. Like every time I give wrenches out, I see people that are blocked. I see people that are they're deleting comments, and it's really pissing me off because there's like every time I give people wrenches, they're not loyal, and it really just annoys me. I try to give out wrenches. People are like timing people out. I mean, I only have maybe like 3 or 4 mods to this channel as of right now. But I mean, I'm hoping going to give out by draft time. I'm going to definitely give out more wrenches. So definitely, as long as you show up to these live streams all the time, I'll give out wrenches all the time. So David says, I'd rather get Claypool over DK if Eagles can make it happen because they can give up a cheaper pick for a solid wide receiver to keep our first round picks. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, Claypool would definitely be better. And plus with Claypool, you can line him up on the outside. You can line him up on the inside. So he's very interchangeable, which I do like. He's intermediate. So you can move him all over the place. So I think that, yeah, definitely. You won't have to give up a first round pick for Claypool. That's definite. JJ Rose says, I get built through draft, but you'll still need to sign studs here and now. Too many holes just fill on the draft. Yeah, I get it. Oh, Williams signed with the Jags. Marcus May is gone. Camille says, "Why are the Eagles so quiet after Hassan signing?" Well, it's not that they're quiet. I mean, they're aggressively trying to get players. They tried getting Marcus Williams. I mean, they tried. I mean, they were close on that deal. They could have signed him. Nathaniel Hall said, I'd rather just move up in the draft for Kyle Hamilton. Really like Honey Badger in some aspects, like ball hawking, but he's not a fit for Eagles and too small for the way they want to play physical. Ramal says the title almost got me hoping. Oh, well, dude, I'm hoping they do get some of these guys. I do. CJ Davis, do you think we make a movie today? A move today? I mean, a movie? I don't know if they'll make a movie, but they'll make a move today, hopefully. Ray Myers says, I can see Howie picking Pickett if he falls because we are a QB fact. I'm kind of off the train on that. I don't think it's going to happen. Alam says, why Tyron don't stay with the Chiefs? Well, they released him. They pretty much they're I don't know. Tyrann Mathieu feels like he's not getting the respect he deserves from KC a lot anymore. So there's a little bit of beef right now between him and the front office. So Cover Truly says, I would like give away our third first round pick for a first next year for 2 reasons. First, we have to pay 3 first round picks like 3 to 4 years. And second, if Hurts does not work out, we can get a young. Yeah, I mean, look, you're going to trade one of those first round picks regardless, whatever it's going to be 15, 16, or 19. You're going to trade back one of those picks regardless because you have to get a quarterback next year if Jalen Hurts doesn't work out. This way you have the ammunition, have the 2 first round picks if that's the case. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. Right now, it says Saints got Marcus May. Okay, so no, they got Marcus May and they got Marcus Williams. Oh. Dude, I'm confused. Okay, so the Saints got Marcus May. Baltimore got Marcus Williams. I'm sorry. These 2 names are just so annoying. Sorry. It's like one of those days, guys. It's one of those mornings that you just don't want to pay attention sometimes. Trying to play fence on Deshaun Stutzix and still don't get it. And Deshaun ain't coming out of the South. That man want to stay close to home and have a small circle of network. Yeah, no, I get it. Definitely. Like, I don't, the Eagles are definitely out of it, but I just want to see what the compensation is. I just want to see it. You know what I mean? I want to see the compensation. That's what I'm kind of looking at right now. So the Raiders are releasing defensive end Carl Nassib. So I don't know. Obviously, there was some speculated issue on Carl Nassib and his. I mean, you guys probably know what it is. I'm not going to say it on here, but there's some people that are complaining about that. So Carl Nassib is released. Definitely released. We got a super chat from Morgan Holmes. What's going on, man? Appreciate it very much. He says, put Juju in the slot, Quez and Smith on the outside. That could be a good trio. Well, that's what we were supposed to do with Christian Kirk when he was supposed to, if we were supposed to get him over here, we are going to put him in the slot as well. But it looks like after reports yesterday that the Eagles are not interested in Juju Smith-Schuster. I haven't really seen him get signed yet. Like I said, after that Christian Kirk deal, the market definitely slowed up after that Christian Kirk deal because Christian Kirk got a lot of money for a 900-yard receiver last year. I mean, I don't think he's hit 1,000 yards, but look, he is really young. You know what I mean? Christian Kirk's very young right now. Brian Badon says so many other receivers in the late rounds we should get instead. I mean, I think there's a lot more. I think there's more. I mean, between the first and second round, like receiver is deep this year. It's very deep this year. Kamari Whitefield says they need to make a move on Jags and Chargers are going crazy right now. I want DK to be honest. I know it's not ideal, but it's just imagine. Dude, it's a dream. I'd give for DK Metcalf, I'd give a first rounder and a fourth, fifth rounder right now. Like, no joke. I'd give that right now. I wouldn't even care. Taylor Henry said, if we stay with our picks, give me Ojabo, Dean Burks. I love those three players. I think that's perfect. Perfect order. Artificial on the track. What's going on, man? It says Brian Badone. No, he won't. Trust me. Angel Rodriguez says, Morgan, the Eagles have said they don't want Juju. Yeah, I don't think they're going to go after Juju, guys. I don't think it's happening. There you go. About Queen Hilton just said it himself. That's pretty much why everyone thinks he's getting released. I don't know why. I have no idea. You know what I mean? Which is crazy, which is BS, but I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just because of cap situations or whatnot. Carl Nassib's a really good defensive end. I really do like him. GLL says, Watson going back home to Georgia. Pause. Well, it's just because Carl liked me. Kendrick Burris. Do we have second round picks this year? Oh, yeah, we have one second round pick this year. Xavier says, how would you feel if we signed Marcus Vandoscandler? I don't think they're going to sign him. I heard on the other teams were after him. I don't know if he already got signed. There was a lot of news on him the other day. So, Limit says, Von Miller benefited off of Aaron Donald getting doubled. You put him as the main guy, he won't be able to the same player as showed in his decreasing production in Denver. So now what it looks like, he might actually be going to the Cowboys as of right now. That actually might happen. So I think he's going to the Cowboys. Dylan R says, Joey Morning, man, it's Jalen Hurts season for sure, but I just shaved my face and had to keep that Minshew stash. Dude, it's fine, man. You got to keep the stash. Can't get rid of it all. Undergarden says, we still need to draft a wide receiver even if we sign or trade for one. So double dip. So obviously I wouldn't go in the first round. If you sign Allen Robinson or trade for a receiver, you're not going in the first round to get a receiver. It kind of makes no sense. You know what I mean? Kind of makes no sense as of right now. So we'll see. I'm checking right now. This is pretty crazy. Carl Nassib is designated to a June 1st release, saving the Raiders $8 million against the cap per source. But Nassib free to find another team now. Be another good player to get. I don't know how many they're going to keep on this roster, defensive end wise, but I would get as many as you possibly can, to be honest. So obviously, Carl Nassib was a cap casualty, so they had to save some money right there. Deebo Samuel is going to get paid after this year. Oh, yeah, definitely. He's going to get a lot of money after this year. Henry Brazard said, what do you think we'll do at the cornerback 2 spot? I'm hoping we just draft. We have to go young, guys. Like, look, you could bring Xavier Rhodes in, but at the same time, I guess Steven Nelson's not coming back because if they're going after Xavier Rhodes as the number 2 guy, then I guess Steven Nelson's commanding more money or he's just not coming back in general. So, I know Sauce is going to go top 10. I'd go Andrew Booth Jr., Alam, from Florida, or I don't know. Trent McDuffie in the second round. I don't think Trent McDuffie's a first-round pick. I think you can get a good corner, maybe Trent McDuffie in the second round, but I think he's more of a zone coverage cornerback as of right now. So not really sure, but we'll see. Xavier, I hope we make a move today, bro. That's what I'm hoping for. Sean Wells, Darius Williams to Jags, another cornerback off the market. Yeah, I saw that. Ralph says Watson is holding up free agency. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Let's face it, fans. I want big birds, the receiver position, players with strength who could fly. That's true. I think DK Metcalf could take care of that issue, bro. Ryan Rowe, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day today. We got Phil Milligan says we are going to sign depth free agent receivers and focus on draft. It looks like the Eagles are not going after a depth guy right now. They're going after, they got one more, I'd say one more really good mid-tier move for them right now. I think that's what they're going for. T.O. Harrison, would you trade up for Sauce? As long as you're not giving up 2 first-round picks to move up, just depends. I think he's going to go middle of the pack right there and in the top 10. So I don't know. Undergarden, the Eagles don't want Juju, but keeping JJ and Rager make sense. I mean, at this point, if they got Greg Ward back, and then if they sign another receiver, that's going to push JJ or Rager out the door. It's going to push one of them out the door. It's not going to be enough. You know what I mean? If they sign Greg Ward back on the 1-year deal, they go out and get a receiver. Yeah, and if they draft on top of it, it's probably going to push both of them out the door. So far, if they get a receiver in a trade or free agency, it will push JJ or Rager out the door. Probably not Rager, probably JJ before anything else. That's your turn. Said, what do you think about drafting Devin Lloyd? Oh my God, Devin Lloyd's the best linebacker in my opinion the whole entire draft. They get Devin Lloyd, I'll be in tears. If they get a linebacker in the first round, regardless, I'll be so emotional. I'm not even kidding. Jay says, man, this Browns Baker Mayfield thing is weird. It is, bro. Like, it's like Baker Mayfield's now saying that, he doesn't mind playing for the Colts. Like, that'd be his destination. Like they totally did his quarterback dirty. The Browns are doing their quarterback. Like, this is what I didn't want to happen to Jalen Hurts. Like, that was the issue that I was going to have with this, because look what the Browns are putting Baker Mayfield under the bus, and they're just totally they're totally screwing him over. Like, and I understand they want to upgrade, but man, like, I didn't think the Browns had any interest in Deshaun Watson, because that's what you don't know. Like, there's some teams that are going to show up, and it's slander, man. It's really bad. Like, I can't even, what if they don't get Deshaun Watson? So is Baker Mayfield just going to be like, Baker Mayfield, he doesn't forget stuff like this. You know what I mean? So Connor Murphy said, what up, Joey? What's going on, man? Philly Raptor says Deshaun Watson wants to stay close in his hometown, college town, where his massage therapists aren't snitching. Oh, man. Jalen says, do you want Chris Olave? I would like Chris Olave, but I like Garrett Wilson a lot more. I like Garrett Wilson a lot. Kamara says, how come we don't want Juju? What's wrong with Howie? I don't know why they don't want him. They had interest last year. They had a contract on the table for him last year. Then all of a sudden, they had all this interest this year before the free agency started, and all of a sudden the reports came out they weren't even interested. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Justice says, I'll never forgive Howie for missing DK and Jefferson, but if he were to trade for DK, I'd consider it. I'd consider it right now. I'd be totally fine with it. I'd be more than fine with it. Max says, my fiance works with Carl Nassib's cousin. He's a cool guy. He could play. Who cares? Isaac Javier says, Laviska would be a great here, then get Andy as well. He is on the trade block. Brian Babylon says, man, modern NFL, you need at least 2 premier pass rushers. Yeah, true that. And look, I like Josh Sweat, but we need more. I like Josh Sweat, but I think he's more of a rotational guy right now, and he needs more, and he needs to play better on the contract that Josh Sweat is getting paid. He's got like an 8 sack he's got like a 7 to 9 sack contract. I mean, so it's not to where he's got to do that much, but there are times he showed up, and then after his contract, he kind of fell off a little bit last year. He still had 5-6 sacks, something like that. So I mean, that's what he has to produce, a little bit more than that. So I think they definitely need to get another defensive end. I think obviously this draft is where we're looking at it right now. So more depth, man. Queen Hill says Marquise Valdes-Scantling is underrated. He's a cheaper option than DJ Chark. Well, DJ Chark was a 1-year deal, $10 million to the Lions. So that one kind of surprised me a little bit. Sports, yes, it does. From what previously could you say? Yes, it does. Paramount 2009 says, hello, brother. I believe I just heard that Deshaun Watson is going to the Panthers. He's visiting the Falcons today, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's the front runner at this point. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully it's done today, so we're just done talking about it. All I'm interested in right now is really seeing the compensation, what they give up. I'm hearing it's like 3 first-round picks, and then that's what I'm hearing right now. That's what I'm hearing right now. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm actually pretty pumped, pretty excited. Let's see. We got Chuck Myles says this is getting annoying. Like, what the hell is we doing? Dude, we're giving a shot, man. I'm not really that annoyed because the Eagles are being very aggressive right now. We're hearing a lot about the Eagles being aggressive. I mean, it is what it is. There's a couple teams beating us out for some players, but it is what it is. at the end of the day. David Narr says if Watson goes to ATL, we will have no weapons. Russell Gage, he will have no weapons. Russell Gage signed with the Bucs, which leaves Pitts, who only had 1 touchdown last year. Yeah, and it's a rebuilding. I mean, you think the Eagles are rebuilding, dude? That team is rebuilding. I mean, that team is out there rebuilding. So they're out here. Marquise Van-Skelling would quickly disappear in this offense. Hard pass. I was unfortunate with the Reddick signing. Do we still go after Dean or Lloyd? I think so, because I think Reddick is obviously going to be like a strong side linebacker for us, but at the same time, they're going to use him in pass rush as well. I mean, they're definitely they're not done with linebacker position. I hope they're not. I don't think they're going to be. So, Jalen says Slay got suspended. What? I mean, Slay got suspended. Tom says, "What up, Joey? When are we going to start making some more moves?" I'm hoping today, bro. That's what we're here for. The L says, "How much more money do we have left in the cap?" I have no idea, bro. I tried looking at that all last night and I couldn't find it, so I'm not really sure. Maxwell Elkberg says, "I really want to get a safety in free agency or trade. Also draft one, but still need a leader back there ASAP." I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind going after a safety right now or trading for one, and I think that's going to really help us. I mean, Roddy McLeod, look, if they get one in free agency right now and they want to bring Roddy McLeod back as a counterpart, I'm totally fine. Keep Marcus Epps as the third guy. I'm totally fine with that. You know what I mean? TDV Ashton says Will Fuller is going wherever Watson goes, and probably he is going to. Probably. Limit cost Peppers had 10.5 sacks in Green Bay. The Queen Hilton says Dean Lloyd are inside linebackers. Reddick is outside linebacker. Under Gardner says go get Stephon Gilmore. I'm not even a big fan of Stephon Gilmore. I'm not seeing these super chats, man. This is pissing me off. Parker with the super chat. Appreciate it very much. He says, did some research on Xavier. He's a solid corner. Xavier Rhodes? No, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying they're going after a 31-year-old corner. I mean, that's really the main thing. That's a really main thing. It's all about for the future. That's I'm just thinking about the future for the Eagles. I'm not thinking about right now. I'm just thinking hey, they're going to go sign a 31-year-old quarter. That had really good Jonathan Gannon, coached him really well because Gannon was a cornerback coach to the Colts before he came to Philadelphia as the DC. He came off. Xavier Rhodes came off of a good contract from the Vikings as the number one corner on that team, and didn't live up to it, and then went to the Colts on a 1-year deal and balled out. You know what I mean? And that's when he was there. So I'm rubbing my nose because my sinuses my sinuses are acting up today. So Ramal, yo, Joey, what's up, man? Howie seems like forgot set the door again. Our teams are making moves. Do you still believe we're still going to draft the QB? No, I don't think so. I doubt it. Vinny's 82 said Nassib and Hassan wrecking quarterbacks. If you can add and then maybe Honey Badger, what do you think? I'd love it. If you can add Nassib, even if you can get Myles Jack on something cheap as well, and you could get the Honey Badger, be nice, bro. There's no excuse for Jonathan Gannon this year. There's none. He's on the hot seat this year. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? Xavier says the Jags are just spending money because they got it. At the end of the day, the Jags will be the Jags. We'll see what happens, man. I hope Doug could turn that franchise around. I don't see why not. You know what I mean? Don't feel the Eagles says Josh Allen from Bills. Philly would be a dream dog. Brian says, should we trade for Brandon Cooks? He'd be great. I'm not into Brandon Cooks. Back in the day, remember back in the day when there was that Malcolm Jenkins trade for Brandon Cooks? We thought that Malcolm Jenkins was going to get traded to. Remember, I think it was when Brandon Cooks was on the Saints at the time. I'm not on the Brandon Cooks trade train right now. Not right now in his career. That's why I don't want Howie drafting. He knows this a bit from him. Jason says, good job, all these. Always love the content, Myles Jack today, hopefully. Bro, Jason, appreciate I just hit my mic. Yeah, no, definitely, bro. If they can get Myles Jack, I mean, just to add him as a body for right now, I got it. Makes our linebacker core a lot better. Our linebacker core gets better already. So you have Alex Singleton that got released, so we'll see. Well, not got released, but walked in the free agency pretty much. Matt says, if JJ Ortega-Whiteside is still on the roster at the start of the season, I give up. Yeah, dude. He might be competing, but I think he's out the door if they sign a receiver right now. Just think about it. If they sign a receiver and then they draft a receiver, I think that makes Rager and JJ out the door. I think JJ will be out the door before Rager is, though. Carmen Redfield says, Myles Jack. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Jets franchise Marcus May and sign with the Saints. They got a big ticket free agent in the secondary. Another safety off the board. Kyle says, seeing Vegas is all in on Allen Robinson. Raymar said, what do you think about re-signing Kevin Grimes from Florida? He got hurt last year in camp. I mean, it's not going to be anything with us, but Reese says, seriously, please, Umbrella Man must be gone. I do not understand why or how or why we would still be on the roster this upcoming season. Make it make sense. I'm tired of him, man. I'm tired of him. Alexander Ford Nelson is thinking that his market is high. We gave him a chance last year, $4 million. His value still hasn't went up. I'm gonna tell his mama, Joe Boyd, how we signed him 1 year, $4 million. Ronald Bell says, who's your first pick in the draft? It's going to be, if you can't get Travon Walker, from Georgia, I think it's going to be Ojabo from Michigan. I mean, that's what I think it's going to be. That's just me, though. Xavier says, so the Browns rather have one of these QBs in the draft than Baker? Well, I don't know, I guess, at this point. Desert Eagle says, Juju doesn't want to come to Philly. Y'all let it go. And I hope that's the case because I don't want him. I don't want him. You know what I mean? I never wanted Juju Smith-Schuster. You know what I mean, bro? You guys haven't subscribed to Desert Eagle 90. Definitely subscribe to his channel. He's one of my good friends, and he is a Eagles content creator. So definitely check him out. Christian Lopez assigned Robinson in the draft first round, let linebacker, edge, cornerback. Mr. Rudy Poo says Juju is focused more on making TikToks than playing football. We good. Yeah, that's why I don't really like him either, bro. Ryan Roman says, what do you think backup QB Marcus Mariota is going? I don't know. I heard the Colts had a lot of interest in Marcus Mariota, but ever since that, I haven't really heard anything else. I haven't heard anything else as of right now, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I don't know. One hand says, I just want Jarvis Landry. Dude, the same, dude. I mean, look, I don't mind Jarvis Landry, okay? It's just that I don't want to pay him a lot of money for his age, and I just don't want to pay him a lot of money. That's just me. Jay says, people keep saying that we aren't signing anyone, but Howie literally tried to get Christian Kirk and Marcus Williams. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, people are just like, well, every day you should be making a move. Like, dude, like, it takes time to do these. He put in a bid for Christian Kirk. He tried acquiring Marcus Williams, and like they were close. Like, it was close. The Eagles could have got Marcus Williams, but it didn't happen. But I mean, Hassan Reddick was a out of the box move. I didn't think they were going to make. I wasn't even thinking about because I heard no news on him, and I was like, probably nothing's going to happen. Because I made I think one video on Reddick, and I was like, I think that's it. I don't think we're going to get anything else out of it than what we're getting. So it's kind of crazy. Mary Hicks says Darren Williams was a great signing by the Jags. Joe, oh, definitely. Izzy Hurts says Baker Mayfield turning into Wentz 2.0. Wentz Hurts was drafted. The shock when Jalen was drafted was epic. Yeah, that pissed me the hell. That really pissed me the hell off. It really pissed me the hell off. Really did. Dylan R says, with the Kirk getting crazy contract, I think the wide receiver asking big money. Juju didn't even think about Devontae Adams declining at $22 million. Crazy. Yeah, Devontae Adams declined $23 million over that a year. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with Devontae Adams. I mean, they're going to give him what he wants. If they could do that, it's going to be crazy. Just to go through all that, just to get to the Super Bowl or try to get to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's nuts. So they probably had a number for Juju, and the Eagles are not overpaying for anyone this offseason. DK Metcalf. Oh, yeah. I'd be all in, bro. I'd be all in. Iberia 20 is just getting here. Did we get anyone? No. We have not got anybody yet. Steve-O says, I'm so glad when this Watson stuff is over. Bro, I can't wait. I think for me, because I get excited about these things, so I want to see what the compensation is for this. Like 3 first-round picks and then some. Man, I'm at the end of the day, we're all going to feel very happy. I understand that some of us probably don't agree with Jalen Hurts being the starting quarterback, but you have to build this roster. You got to build this roster. You have to. I mean, you have to use everything you have between your draft capital and everything else. You got to use it. Dave's on the other guy. I do not want Juju Schuster. Dylan Mayab says Olave and Wilson would be huge pickups. Both have hands, route running, and can run the shoes. Oh yeah, no, I love both of those wide receivers from Ohio State. I really like Garrett. Garrett Wilson is really. I mean, I love Olave, but Garrett Wilson has really showed a lot for me. And I understand like people are going to say, well, he's the counterpiece to Olave, so he's going to get, he's getting the less attention, blah, blah, blah. I understand that, but his route running and his catching and how smooth he is on routes. Oh my God. Garrett Wilson is a champ. Even Treylon Burks from Arkansas. I'm a huge fan of Treylon Burks. You know what I mean? Yo, John Johnson, what's going on, bro? Dave K says, Joey, what's up, bro? Hope your day is doing good. I hope your morning's doing good, bro. Well, it's about to be afternoon soon, but I hope it's going well. Brett says, if Sauce or Hamilton fall to 8, I'm trading up to get or both of them. Yeah, no, I think if Hamilton's up there at number 8, I think they got to go get him. John Jones, I don't want the Honey Badger coming here. Lamont Carrington says, should we go get Rasul Douglas? Dude, Rasul Douglas is still on contract, bro. He just got a new contract. So I don't know why people even want Rasul Douglas after all this time. I mean, at this moment, like he's been to 3 teams already. Like, you know what I mean? It took him 3 teams just to find a good like he's got to be in a defense. He's not going to be good in this scheme. A hybrid scheme? No. Rasul Douglas is not going to be good in a hybrid scheme. It's definitely not happening. Philly for Life says, do you think Jalen will continue to get better or he hit his ceiling goes? Dude, I want him to work out so bad, but as of right now, I don't know if he's a franchise quarterback. If we see the same repetitive mistakes, all you'll need is the eye test for next year. You won't need statistics because statistics aren't going to save him next year because if he's not winning football games, it's not going to go anywhere. Like Hurts, his ceiling is his skill set is only going to take him so far. Okay. And that's just the truth. Like his skill set is only going to take him so far. And then, we're going to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I wish that there was a lot more to do with him. I wish that I don't know if he's going to be the guy. I really don't. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't feel good about it. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I'm going towards like, I'm not really feeling good about it, but I really am hoping and wishing and praying that he does work out. Yeah, and Jalen says at least Howie's trying. At the end of the day, yes, of course. Slash says you don't give Joshua $30 million just to go give Derek Barnett more snaps than him. He also shouldn't be playing. Should be playing defense out 280 pounds. If he had more snaps and played his position, he produced way more. I don't know. I just think he fell off a little bit. You know what I mean? I just think he fell off a little bit, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So I think he's in that ballpark, 8 to 10 sack. He's got to be in that 7 to 9 sack area of where his contract is right now. But, I thought it was a little bit of a drop off. Like he had 5-6 sacks this year, but I thought he disappeared in some games. He didn't help Javon Hargrave a lot or Fletch, wherever the side he was lined up on. He's got to play better. And this is why, like, they have Josh Sweat there. And, you have Ridgeway and then, Josh Sweat on the other side. And I'm saying to myself, it's not enough. Like, it's just not enough, anymore, So I think he just has to play better. Yo, Lindy, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? He says, yo, Joey, you got to good to see you. Got to talk soon. Definitely, bro. Definitely. We will. Promise. We will. Andre Garner says, our fans act like we're in a position to not want someone. That's our problem. We settle for second-tier players. Steve O.W. says, tired of the Watson talk. Well, it's going to keep happening, bro. So I want to see what the compensation is going to be. So Angelo DeLuca says, our secondary will let up more third and longs than any other team again. Alexander Ford says, Edmund, Claypool, or Laviska still on a rookie contract. Jay Moyes wants that we need to get bigger and more physical in the linebacker and secondary. That's definitely true. Ralph sounds Devontae Parker would be a good pickup. How old is Devontae Parker now? I don't even know. Darius Davis says, "Go get Jack. We need linebacker, and I think we should. I think it's an easy decision to make." Philip Milligan says, "I really hope we trade one of our picks for our first next year for QB. I love Jalen. I think he can improve, but I don't think he will go to the level we need him to be." Kyle Wormsley says, "Seeing Vegas is all in on Robinson right now. That's crazy, man." Yo, Ryan, what's going on, bro? John says, "Howie can draft to save his own skin. Laurie knows, but won't do a damn thing about it." Jason Walker says, "I will not give up 3 first-round picks for Watson." No, definitely not, dude. I don't care if it's 2 first-rounders for this year and 1 for next year. I don't even care. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Sky Gamer Truck says, "Duke Riley went to the Dolphins." Yeah, I did see that. Ramal says, "Yo, Joey, what's up, man? Howie seems to forget to set the alarm yet again. Other teams are making moves. Do you still believe that we're going after QB?" Definitely not. No. Vincent says, "Nah, I'm cool on NASA, bro." Thalon Wall says, "I think it's 9 million left." Okay. Brian Dick says, "Myles Jack now like today." Now like today. Like, yeah, like right at this minute, get Myles Jack. Susan Matez says, "What about Tyrann Mathieu?" I mean, I don't mind him, but I just don't think he wants to come here. Number one, I don't think he wants to come here. Number two, I think the Eagles have to pay a lot more for him. But we'll see. Vincent says, "Just saw a pic of Nassib doing pregame stretches." Let's see. Angelo Dugas, "I'm giving up on Dillard, Rager, and Barnett for Watson. 3 first-rounders. You guys act like we draft well. I do 3 first in a heartbeat." Well, that's a lot, dude. So if you get pissed off at Deshaun Watson for not getting the job done, or if something happens with this offense, it's gonna be really horrible. I mean, 3 first-round picks is way too much. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you didn't give up 3 first-round picks for Russell Wilson. I mean, 2 first, 2 seconds, and 3 players, and that's even more for a 33-year-old quarterback. That's even crazier. JC Boyd said, "I think Andrew Booth Jr. can be a cornerback safety." I don't know if he can play safety, but he's one of my favorite corners coming out, and especially from Clemson. They really produce really good cornerbacks. I think against the run, he's fantastic. His tackling is fantastic. Coverage is great. Hawk said Howie probably thought he was going to get Watson for 2 second-rounders. Jaden says Eagles have 20.3 in cap space. Section 99 says I'd pick Claypool over Juju anyway. Oh, 100%. Claypool? Oh, yeah, 100%. I'd pick him over Juju any day. Nate says, yeah, definitely Claypool over Juju. So, Joe Sloppy Show, what's going on, man? Says Andy Isabella would be our best returner and depth wide receiver. I have just a great feeling about Chenault, too. He produced with a rookie QB and Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer, not saying too much, but Roy Brooks is not Stephon Gilmore. He is not good in zone. I don't want an old cornerback. I just don't. Like, we already have one right now that's producing at a high level, but that's big play Slay. It's a different story. So, Magomed says Howie's waiting to get a bargain bid divvying to fill out some spots. Dave Case says, "Come on, all smash the like button, help a brother out." Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Dante Field says they have the linebackers doing DB drills at the pro day, and Walker looks great doing it. Yo, Elliot Petoskey, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day today, bro. Rodney Hunter says Howie always lowballs people. That's why they go somewhere else. Desert Eagle says Brandon Cooks is so 5. Yeah, that's what I'm, dude. Like, that's what I just said earlier. I said this was like Brandon Cooks a long time ago. Yeah, like, sure. Like, it's such like he's so old now. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's Brandon Cooks now. Plus, he's dealt with some injuries on top of it. Like, I'm not into Brandon Cooks. If it was a long time ago, yeah, sure. When we needed another receiver a while back, sure. Like, I was all in on Brandon Cooks a while back. So that's definitely true, though. Kyle said Nassib hasn't done anything in 3 years. I hope y'all aren't getting confused with Crosby. Philadephia says, yeah, Claypool over Juju, DK over Lockett, but they aren't trading either guys to the Eagles. Probably not, no. DK, I'm hoping, but probably not. Ryan Ross said Juju can be a great fit for the Eagles. He can have an injury. Have an injury will be a concern the whole time. A whole defense and making the defense looking like a better core. Brandon Hart says Gardner Minshew in a pick or Jalen Hurts to Cleveland or Baker Mayfield. Interesting trade. I don't know. I think you'll get some type of interest once the QB market settles down a little bit, and we'll see what happens with that. I think there'll be a team that'll be interested in. I think there'll be a team that's interested in Gardner Minshew. I mean, in due time, probably not right now with everything going on with the quarterback market, especially with this Deshaun Watson stuff going on. So we'll see. I don't know. Akamaza says, I remember when Malcolm Jenkins lit Brandon Cooks in the Super Bowl. That was a great hit. I mean, he was. I don't know, man. That was tough, man. If Brandon Cooks played that whole game, it would have been interesting because he was getting some catches on us in that game. Dylan R says dream draft scenario: defensive end, linebacker, DB with first 3 picks. I believe we trade down first of the first round picks for future picks, and hopefully a higher second round picks of this year. I love Lewis Cine. Yeah, Lewis Cine is great. I mean, I wouldn't mind him at safety. I think he's fantastic in the second round. I'm totally fine with that. If they can't get Kyle Hamilton in the first, you go after one of those safeties in the second, Brisker as well. I'd be totally fine with it. Cody says Jordan Hicks was released because he was deemed injury prone and then starts 49 or 49 games for the Cardinals. Just our luck at linebacker. I know, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Remember he went on vacation and he jumped out of the pool with his hand and he like fractured his hand or something. He like broke his hand or he did something to his hand in the offseason. Remember that? Like it just never ended with him. I swear. Ray Myers says, I think the Eagles think Jacoby Stevens is going to be one of their starting safeties. I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see going into year 2. You know what I mean? I think Jacoby Stevens is a linebacker / safety hybrid type guy. So that's what I'm hoping. Scotty says, Sky Gaming Productions, Joey, how about Justin Houston's old, but they're probably going to have to pay him a little bit of money. I don't think he's going to be cheap. That's the issue. Man down, what's going on, man? He says, Joey, you think Hassan is playing at linebacker or edge rusher? I think he's playing both. I think they're going to move him around. Depending on matchups, I think they're going to move him around. That's why they have to double down on edge rusher. This way they can move Hassan Reddick around the field. I'm telling you, I think they're definitely going to move him around 100%. Angelo Doses, the Chargers secondary is for real, dude. I mean, it's crazy. You take that defensive line plus the secondary, it's scary. They're going all in for a Super Bowl this year. Big Al says, why is no one talking about Epps playing damn good last year? No, he did play good. I just don't think he's a starter. I think he's a role-playing, really good build-around safety. I think you can use him, in the box type guy. You know what I mean? I think he definitely deserves respect. I said this in the stream yesterday. I said that he's a really good number 3. He's a really good number 3 if that's the case. But he shows up. He does. He makes plays. He shows up. And, Marcus Epps, not a bad player. Hopefully is another good year for him. Izzy Hurts says, would you be willing to trade Minshew Rager to Colts for a third? Let Rager play on a new team. It's just not looking like much in Philly. No, I mean, Rager is probably going to be here next year. Okay, just because he's a first-round pick, he's probably going to be here. Number 2, I'm fine with trading Minshew to any team, depending on what we get. And a third-round pick is perfect because I think as high as you want to get, pick-wise for him, I think a third-round pick is fair. So we'll see. Hawk said, if I was Howie, I'll give up Dillard, Rager, Ortega, Cox, Hurts, and a 4, number 1, and that should get Landon Watson. Yeah, it's not gonna cost, like, giving them 4 players isn't gonna get 4 players and a 4th round pick is not gonna give them Watson. They want 3 first rounders. At the end of the day, Cox is gonna be a 40 million dead cap hit, it's gonna be 40 million dead cap. So that's gonna be an issue with that contract. And everything else seems like it would work out, but Fletcher Cox being in there is gonna hurt us more than anything. So they want to get something in return for him anyway. If they're going to pay the 40 million, if they're going to eat up 40 million in dead cap, so I don't see that happening. Brandon Hart says Gardner and pick for Jalen Hurts to Cleveland for Baker Mayfield. Interesting trade. I don't want Baker Mayfield. I'd rather keep Jalen Hurts. I just don't want Baker Mayfield. I'm not to say that Baker Mayfield's better, but I just don't. I don't want him. Also, imagine if Rager moves to Colts or other teams that balls out like Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I doubt it. Marcel Carr said, if we get Allen Robinson, use our 3 first-round picks, defensive end, linebacker, cornerback, we can really turn this team around. Oh, yeah, definitely. But I don't think they're going to use 3 first-round picks. I think they're going to trade one of them back. I'd trade one of them back and get another second-round pick. This way you have another first round for 2023. You have another second-round pick for this year. Would be really good. Because these second-round picks are going to be very valuable. So I would try to trade back and get another second-round pick for this year if that's the case. Nathan says, what about trading Cox and drafting Davis? I mean, I would love it. I mean, if they get rid of Fletcher Cox and want to eat that 40 million dead cap, they're going to want some compensation in return. And I think if Fletcher Cox is gone, I think Davis would be the guy that they could get in this draft. Sexy99 says no one wants Baker Mayfield at all. Let me check this right now, see what's going on. Let's see. Commanders defensive end Matthew Leonidas will be released. They had shopped him, now set for release. Interesting. That's an interesting one. Other than that, it's pretty much it. That's it. I don't think there's anything else going on right now. I don't think so. Ramal says I prefer Juju over JJ on Rager. Changed my mind, guys. Armando says Howie is to quit. Something has to be up. I smell a trade coming too, bro. I smell something. I definitely. I smell something. Something's gonna happen. All-Star KB says why don't nobody talk about Stingley? Because I mean, no, people are talking about Stingley. Like he didn't test at all, so he's gonna have his pro day, see what he could do. But obviously, like I said, the people are going to have to really take a chance on him because hasn't really done much since his freshman year in college. You know what I mean? He's had dealt with injuries, and there's a lot of things going on with him right now. So I think when it comes down to his health and how he moves, and is he going to look like the same corner like he used to look like, that's going to be a big difference as of right now. So. We got 451 in the chat. Much love to everybody that joined the live stream today on day 3 of Eagles free agency live reaction. If you guys haven't subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. We're probably going to do this tomorrow as well. Until we really sign another guy or two, you know what I mean? And then we'll kind of settle down on it. But we're going to stream tomorrow. Definitely subscribe, like the stream if you guys haven't. It does help out the channel out a lot. Yeah, we're going to be prepared. We're going to be ready. We're going to be ready, guys. So much love to everybody that's in here today. Reinhardt, who better and why Hurts or Mayfield? I don't, dude. Like, there's no point because we're gonna have to give up picks, dude. I just want to keep Jalen Hurts as the quarterback next year and just build his roster. That's all I care about because I don't want to trade for anybody. I'm not giving away because you're gonna have to give away a first round pick. I'm just not interested in it. I'm just not interested in give away picks. We need these picks. At the end of the day. So. Jairo says, do you think the Eagles are more likely to get Tyrann Mathieu or Allen Robinson? I think Allen Robinson is more realistic, but because I think Tyrann Mathieu is being specific on where he wants to go and probably what he wants to get paid to. And that's the truth. John C says, really worried about cornerback 2, linebacker, safety, even after the draft. I can see us pulling up a classic bottom of the barrel free agency cornerback 2 signing, which I hate, would love a young stud. Yeah, that's why I'm not really a big fan of bringing in Xavier Rhodes in here. But at the same time, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? I mean, if that's who they want to bring in, if Steven Nelson is commanding more money and doesn't want to be here anymore, or the Eagles don't want to pay him that much more money, if that's the case, because I haven't heard much on Steven Nelson as of right now, because Steven Nelson probably won't get signed to a team probably till after the draft, most likely. Kind of like he did, like what happened last year with Steven Nelson. So, I think they're going to go after a corner. I think they'll try to go after Xavier Rhodes as of right now. And I really do want to draft a young stud. I want to draft a homegrown out of the draft talent that we could, that can grow with us for years to come. That's what I really want. Limit says DK a star and Sirianni will put that man to work not like Carroll. Susan says, would you bring Danielle Hunter still? Danielle Hunter's, I don't know if they're going to go for that trade with the Vikings. Danielle Hunter is up for trade right now. I mean, I don't think they go after it. They could. I mean, it could happen. Just depends on what you're going to have to give up and what they want for him at this point. So I'm not sure. Rome also, I prefer Juju over Landry over JJ Rager. Changed my mind, guys. Larry Cox says, what about the Honey Badger? He's still available. He is available. John C. I strongly dislike Hurts, and I'd take him over Baker. Yeah, I just don't think it's the right move, guys. Like, the trade for Baker is just stupid. I think it's a dumb move. We got a super chat. Hold on. I'm missing super chats right now. We got a super chat from Parker. He said, did some research on Xavier. He's a solid corner. Yeah, for his age, he's not bad. You know what I mean? But it's obviously a short-term answer. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying he's 31. He's a short-term answer. And that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much all I really think of it because I would like nothing else but a homegrown talent. You know what I mean? But if that's the rate they want to go, if we have a pass rush and if you have a pass rush, a really good pass rush this year in 2022, and you have Xavier Rhodes behind there, I think he will play. I think he will play pretty good. You know what I mean? Just for now. I mean, we'll see, but we'll see what happens. Let me just put this stream up quick so I'm not hurting right now because I want to see what's going on and make sure I don't miss anything while this is going on. So, Herman says, "Yo, Joey, what's up, man? Haven't seen forgot see already." Vanessa says, "NASA and Hassan wrecking quarterbacks. If you can add that, maybe Honey Badger. What do you think?" Yeah, be good. I don't know if they're going to add another defensive end. I don't know, or at least a pure defensive end. I'm not sure. I mean, they could add somebody that's still on the market that's going to be in a good rotation as well. Xavier says the Jags are just spending money because they got it. At the end of the day, Jags will be the Jags. I think I went through all these. Hold on. All right, we're going to go back to the bottom here because I have no idea where I'm at. I'm not sure. A-Rob knows he won't get the ball with Hurts. They'll end up with Zach Pascal. Martin Lynch says Hayward or Bouye an upgrade over Nelson. I don't know. Bouye, I don't know. Bouye, well, who was he with? The Colts? No, he was with the Titans. I forgot where the hell Bouye came from. I know he used to be on Denver, but that was like a couple years ago. I forgot where Bouye was. I mean, Bouye is up there in age as well. So would you do Sweat in a fourth for Hunter? Sweat in a fourth? No, I'm not getting rid of Josh Sweat. There's no point. There's no point. You're getting rid of a young defensive end for an older defensive end. It just makes no sense. I mean, Hunter's only 27? You know what I mean? He's 27, 26, something. I think he's 27, good age. I wouldn't get rid of Sweat. You're defeating the purpose of adding to our defensive line by getting rid of Sweat. So, Brandon Hart says the guy said Baker Mayfield never went. And Kevin says get Smoke Monday from Auburn for safety. Yeah, Smoke Monday is definitely on my radar too. So, I was about to say, yeah, no need to trade for Baker. You already have a QB who misses wide open receivers. So he said, look up Jalen Hurts passes and look up Baker Hurts better all the way. Rob Murray says Colts getting Robinson, Landry, Mayfield, and Von Miller. Second says, and Jalen has only started one season. How long has Baker been in the league? Well, that's true. DK, I think Watson is going to the Falcons. I think he's either going to Carolina or the Saints. Only defensive end I'm choosing is Zenoyo. Lauren Norris says, if we build around Hurts, do you think we could be the franchise QB for years to come for us? I don't know. It depends on his accuracy. It depends on anticipation on throws, not missing wide open targets. There's a lot that really goes into this, so I'm not really sure. Very much. I just want corners and don't have the play 10 yards off the ball. That's what I can't stand. The soft zone coverage, being cautious. Yeah, we don't give up the big play, which is great, but then you're giving up big chunk yards underneath, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Kirk John said, I don't want Mayfield, just saying we need a new QB. No, I get it. You know what I mean? Robert said, well, one thing we know for sure that we can outbid Indy too bad. Ballard don't bid. Well, Ballard's not bidding at all. I mean, they have over $70 million in cap space, and Colts are just, that's a crappy free agency. I mean, you're not even going after anybody or trying to, nothing. I mean, they're not doing anything right now. Ronco says, yo, Joey, what's going on, man? Brandon Hart says, what if JJ turns into DK type somewhere else? No. Our luck. Yeah, no, I'm not focused on that. Oh, so Panthers. Okay. So Bouye's with Carolina. Ronco says, he came from Jacksonville. Yeah. Well, he came from the No, he went from the Texans to Jacksonville. He was drafted by the Texans, and then he went from the Texans to Jacksonville to the Broncos to the Panthers. Lauren said, if we build around Hurts, do you think he could be the franchise QB for us? Tech says, no, don't get rid of Sweat. No, that's a dumb decision. I would be pissed at that. Name brand Howie knows he has to get Hurts weapons via trade or draft a wide receiver. No, Hurts can't throw. Leo says Kelly Green making a comeback this year. That's what I'm hoping, bro, but I doubt it. Bouye will be 32. Edwards Dickens says, do you think Dillard and a third for Daniel Hunter? I mean, yeah, maybe that would work. Maybe. I mean, I just don't know if they're going to even make the trade for Daniel Hunter at all. C Buffalo 13 says Baker wouldn't make it, and Philly dude didn't even get traded and wrote a goodbye letter. Hurts and Baker are the same QB, but Mayfield can be a baby. Ryan Dixon says Minshew is just as good as not better than Baker Mayfield. Stop entertaining the Baker stuff. He's overrated. Mitch Kavanaugh says Gann was spotted at UGA's Pro Day. Looks like he at least one of those guys ends up in Philly. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm pretty pumped about it, man. So, I mean, going after one of these Georgia players is going to be huge. And that's good because you can get Jordan Davis, you can get Devontae Wyatt, you can get Trevon Walker, you can get Nakobe Dean. A lot of Georgia players, really good players coming out of that draft for a lot of Eagles needs right now between defensive line and linebacker. The Sharp Turner says, hope Howie does good in this draft. He did okay last year. We can't afford any misses this year. No, like this is his year, man. Like this is it. Like this is last year in Howie's contract. This is it for him. Texas, what do the Falcons have to give up for Watson? I don't know that's what I don't get with him. The Falcons are you think the Eagles are rebuilding? The Falcons are, man, what are they going to give up? Like Kyle Pitts? I mean, what are they going to give up? Gage is gone. They're trying to sign Cordell Patterson right now. I mean, they really don't have anybody. Calvin Ridley's in a mess right now. Marvin Lynch says Sauce Gardner, cornerback 2, should be an immediate upgrade. I mean, look, I don't know if they're going to draft the corner in the first round. I don't know if that's Manny Rose says they still be catching 50-50 balls on us every time. Americo Garza says Howie has no choice but to do well in the draft. It's a contract year for him. He's going to do as much as he possibly can, bro. Texas Colts have had the most cap space for the past 4 years. Yeah, it's true. They're very good on the cap. Well, they're good on the cap because they draft really well. That's the truth. And that's what happens when you draft well and you produce players very well. Your cap space is going to look really good every year. Philly Rap says, let's say Deshaun Watson gets Atlanta. What happens to Matt Ryan? I don't know. He's going to be available. I could see him going to a team. I could see him getting a contract going somewhere. Charles Strauss says, should we go after Matt Ryan? No. I mean, I don't. I really don't. I don't care about any of these quarterbacks. Like, I may have been in and out. Maybe Russell Wilson would have made more sense, but obviously what they gave up, I mean, you're not giving that up. For the Eagles aren't giving anything deals like that. Even Howie put a bid in for Russell Wilson, and you're not going to give away 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, and 3 players. I mean, that's ridiculous. And now for a younger franchise quarterback, you're going to have to give up in Deshaun Watson 3 first-round picks and then some. You know what I mean? So, Wally says Joey Barrett Brooks said he will give 15, 16, 19 first-rounder, 3rd, 5th, 2 players for Watson. I think this is no, dude. That's just stupid. Then they're stupid. Then as they're on TV talking about this, they should look really stupid. Granzier says, yo, Joey Shakes, how are you today? Hitting the like button to show support. You need a big cardboard of Swoop behind you. Yeah, I know. I don't have the right background, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Appreciate it, man. Stay away from all those old corners. I hate when we do that. That's what I made a video about the other day. I made a video about that the other day, and people were like, oh, I need to stop complaining, or I'm complaining about something that's really stupid. And people were just making a big deal out of it. And I was like, well, dude, like if you want old corners still coming to Philadelphia every single year, then I don't know what to tell you. Rob Murray says, do you think Colt, Lamb, Mayfield, or Ryan after Watson deal goes down? I don't know. I think he goes to the Saints. I think there's other teams available. I don't think the Falcons touch him, bro. I don't think the Falcons touch him. Bernard Bradford says, do you think Eagles will get Bobby Wagner? They need linebacker help bad and a decent wide receiver like Landry. Look, I think Bobby Wagner, right now, I think Bobby Wagner is going to be a really good mentor. Like getting Myles Jack would be a futuristic move. Getting Bobby Wagner would be a mentoring move for the linebacker core. So I think that makes a lot of sense. What do we got here? Let me see. Yeah, it's a quiet day today. It's quiet. A few things are going on, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy today for the Philadelphia Eagles today. Nope. Raymar said Jay Jaw isn't getting better anywhere to let when you always have an umbrella over your head. That's true. It's bad luck, dude. At the same time, it's bad luck. Sexton said, I don't believe Philly will get Jordan Davis, but he needs to get Nakobe Dean. Regardless, I don't care who it is from Georgia. They got to get one of those guys. You know what I mean? They got to get one of those guys regardless. But Laura TV said, let's get it done. Neighbor says maybe Fulgham got his head on right this year. We'll see. I mean, he doesn't have strong off seasons. That's the whole issue with him. Even with us, he didn't have a strong off season when he, after week 8, when he like really did a good job, and that came back in that 49ers game. Yo, Liberty Line, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day, bro. Just chilling, man. Just looking out for some moves right now. Dave K, if Kelly Green hits record sales for this year, it would send a clear message to Lurie, bring back the Kelly Green. Mecky Rose says we need to draft a whole Georgia defense. True that. Grossman around says, should we improve in our running back room or trade for? Look, as of right now, Jordan Howard's going to be here for another year. I would draft another running back, like probably a bruiser type, a bruiser guy, that at least for right now, I would go in the mid rounds and try to hit on another running back. Okay. If that's the case, then good. I mean, I like Kenneth Gainwell. He could get the job done. Miles Sanders' contract's going to be up soon, so I don't know what they're doing with that. I'm not big on paying running backs. I think just keep adding to this offensive line and just really plug in whatever you want. And just keep that hybrid, you want the hybrid defense and keep plugging away at this, this running back core, which I really do like. Tex says Howie better go to the damn Cincinnati Pro Day. Sauce and Slay sounds nice. Liberty Lance is starting to think receiver will be addressed in this draft. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Allen Robinson hasn't been signed yet, so the Eagles are still after this move. Not sure what they're doing. You never know. I saw KC was interested. I saw the Raiders and Patriots as well. So I don't know. We'll see, man. If they don't, then I definitely see it too. I definitely see it too. If they don't get one free agency, I think the first round of the draft. I don't think they're waiting second round for receiver. I think they'll go receiver in the first round. Ryan Davis said our chance of getting Georgia dog in this draft is high. They have like 7 defensive players in the draft, dude. They're stacked. They're stacked for the top, pretty much first round. All those guys can go first round. No joke. Ronnie Hunter, Lurie's clowns better not extend Howie after this year. Will be pissed. Mike P says, imagine thinking ATL is better than Philly. Kenny Lewis says, Allen Robinson is not picking Jalen Hurts over Patrick Mahomes. I still stand for Jalen Hurts. I still stand for Jalen Hurts as well. Like, I give him another year to see what he could do. You know what I mean? I'm giving him another year to see what he could do and really prove us all wrong. So. Mayor Slate says, yo, what's up? Mary says, people saying Hurts can't throw, don't know football. It's not Hurts throwing. He can get the ball to dudes. It's accuracy, participation, and timing, not his arm. Yeah, I mean, look, I guess people just get confused by that. You know what I mean? It's not him just not throwing the football. He could throw the football. It's just obviously anticipation on throws, missing wide open targets, and, that's it. I mean, that's really all it is. And hopefully he just stops making those, mistakes. Kirk Johns, do you think the Birds still have a shot at Watson? No, no, definitely not. Definitely not. I think they're way not. They're definitely not even in the mode for it. Obviously, Colts contact Houston to ask about Watson and got laughed at. Well, I mean, at this point, they're not going to give up 3 first-round picks. It's not going to happen. Name Brand says hard to grade guys with a lot of first-round talent as teammates. Georgia, Alabama players tricky. Ryan Dixon says, I like Kyler Lanier in the second round. If he falls, he'd be an immediate impact. Yeah, I have him as like maybe the 5th best corner in this draft, 4th or 5th best corner, just depending. I think Alam he's very physical. The problem I have with him, he's very grabby. He's a physical corner, but he grabs a lot of jersey. So, I mean, that's what I've seen from him a lot. Let's see here. So that's what they are talking about with Hurts when they say he can't throw. S.L. Slay said, I love Boston. He's in Philadephia. Boston Scott is going to walk. That's what it seems like right now. Is T. Edmonds a viable safety? Because at this point, the Eagles need to take whatever they can get. Yeah, I mean, Edmonds is good. Edmonds is good. Edmonds is a rising player. And, I think he just needs more coaching. I think he's a rising player, though. So I wouldn't mind the Eagles taking a chance on him and may pair him up with somebody else. So, Big Man Mola Sports says, what up, fam? Dropping by again. Let's have a great day. Fly, fly. Stay blessed and healthy, brother. You too, man. Hope you have a good day too, man. YT Trackstar says Hurts isn't the problem. It's the wideouts. They drop more pass than missed. Yeah. Demetrius says, I think Tariq Cohen could fill Boston Scott. Yeah, I saw Tariq Cohen. Is going to be. It got what do you get released? Tariq Cohen is definitely somebody you could look at too. Tariq Cohen could play special teams. He could be a dual threat back in the backfield. And I think you're right. Kind of like a Boston Scott type player. Quickness, you know what I mean? So I think it makes sense if that's where they want to go. Nate Banks says, up, Joey? Definitely waiting for Juju to come to Philly. I know he loves Pitt, but really think Philly would be a great home for him. I just don't think he's coming here. I don't think it's going to happen. But I don't think the Eagles are even interested at this point. So Texas can't believe we let Marcus May go to the Saints. It is what it is, bro. He's coming off an Achilles injury last year too, so that was probably another reason. I mean, that's a good signing, but there's a lot of see what happens with his health. Eagles are cooking something up. Seriously, I don't get why people fanning over Watson. Dude literally said he doesn't like the Eagles way before his court problems. Dude, don't even like it's us, but we are here giving him neck. Please do better, yo. Sexist says you'll got to build around Hurts and give him this year. That's what I'm saying. Build around Hurts. Use your draft picks. Use your cap space. Give him another weapon. So David says, I firmly believe that the upcoming season we're going to see a totally different QB. His name will be Jalen Hurts, but he's going to improve immediately this offseason. Well, the problem is that he's not going to be able to he's not going to be able to do anything before OTAs. The ankle surgery is going to affect him now because he's not going to have time to do anything before OTAs. Get the wide receivers together, see him all these workouts and do all these different things. Like, that's what I'm kind of worried about as of right now. You know what I mean? So they have to do better. They have to play him in preseason. They can't be cautious and sit all these guys out. I don't care about these scrimmages. I don't care about any of this. The scrimmages are a bunch of BS, okay? I can't stand the scrimmages. I'm going to cover the scrimmages, see what players did well or whatnot, but, I mean, you only take that with a grain of salt because there's no tackling. There's pressure on a quarterback, but they're not tackling the quarterback. So they need to play Jalen Hurts at least the first game for 10, at least at least 5 to 6 series. Then the second game, make that the dress rehearsal and play him for 2-3 quarters. I'm not even kidding, bro. They sit Jalen Hurts the whole preseason. He's not going to play well. It's going to take him a while to play well. I'm telling you. It's not going to work the way everyone wants it to. Robert says, I love Cohen. Too bad we don't have a slot for him in Indy. Andrew says, I believe in Hurts for 1 year. Get him more than one functional wide receiver and see if he can develop and well-rounded. If he craps out, then replace him next year with the superior QB class. I agree on it. Essential Vibe says, should have kept Boston traded. Bowie finds a guy in the second or third. That's all about the value Bowie gave us anyways. And he's getting hurt a little bit too much, but I'm hoping he has a bounce-back year next year. Text says, if Sauce or Stanley don't fall to Eagles, do you think Eagles wait till later rounds? I think they wait till the second round. They go get Brisker or go get that the Kind Sign or Kind. I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. Taylor says, I definitely don't have the patience for free agency. Trust me too. I want things to happen. I want something at least a rumor to come out. Something. Get Evans in the draft. Kind from Georgia. That would be a great safety room. Well, Texas, but Tyron is 30. It doesn't matter, dude. Tyron can still play. Safeties could play at old age, man. It doesn't matter. Malcolm Jenkins moved all over the place for us. You know what I mean? He could still play till this day. You know what I mean? He bandaged a lot of positions for us. So I don't think safety position. I don't mind safeties that are in their 30s playing because they could still play. That's a shelf life that's really good playing at a position in the NFL, safety. So, Chris Arts, do you think Olave and Wilson have a chance of being as good in the league as Jefferson and Chase are? I agree. I really do. I think both of them could play really well. Now, I don't know if they're going to be on that much of a level, but I have high hopes for Olave. I have high hopes for Garrett Wilson and what they're going to be doing. Even Treylon Burks as of right now, okay, from Arkansas. Not a great testing with his 40, obviously, like a 4.5, I think it was a 4.5, whatever he ran, but I think the tape shows a lot more. Some guys just have really bad, obviously with the, when he had his other testing, at the combine, I thought it was really good. I thought his movement speed was really good. So, I mean, it's just, sometimes the combine is like it's overrated at some points, just depending on some guys just have bad combines. That's just the way it is. But I like Olave, I like Wilson. I think they're going to be two spectacular players in the NFL. Texas, do you think Gann steps up this year? If we give him the pieces he needs, he better step up this year. That's all I'm saying. If we give him the pieces he desperately needs, he better show up. He better show up. Andrew Morham says Olave is good, so good, so fast, and runs precise routes. He is. He runs really good routes. Texas, look at last year, Jalen Reagor. He looked amazing and then plays terrible in game. I don't trust scrimmages. No, I don't trust the scrimmages, dude. The time that Reagor got yelled at by Nick during practice or during training camp, and he kind of turned it around with these scrimmages and like made him look really good. But, he had his first touchdown. The Falcons said, okay, that was good. He had a screen pass. And then, he only had 2 touchdowns. He had one against the Raiders, too, which was actually a really good touchdown. He caught the ball like he had 3 guys pretty much right behind him and outran all of them for a touchdown. So I thought it was good, but, he just didn't pan out. It just is not panning out. Didn't Allen Robinson go to Cleveland? No, there's been nothing on Allen Robinson yet. Nothing. Mayor Slater Hurts needs to play 2 preseason games because he's getting a late start. Limicott says, practice doesn't mean shit. Jalen Reagor was Randy Moss in practice. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's definitely true. Robert says, dude, I'm raging over Ballard's non-movement free agency. It sucks to watch you guys go for other teams when they are in needs on yours. It's not even like that, if the Colts, like, they're not even like in talks or like losing deals. Like they're just like, there's a thing where like Howie Roseman is getting into deals and losing to teams for players. But at the same time with the Colts, it's like if Ballard is literally sitting there with over $70 million to spend or at least something, and he's not doing anything. So I think they're just waiting on a quarterback right now. I mean, to be honest with you. Savvy B says Hurts has like no arm strength. It's not just his accuracy and decision making. Talk about not knowing football. You have to make excuses for Hurts on everything. He's not the guy. Matthew Ryan says Lewis Kahn, Q Walker, D Wyatt, all good Georgia guys. Sexton says, I think we will have a fast recovery and we'll get to work. I'm hoping we do. Andrew says, I wish Ringo from Georgia was draft eligible. Central Vibe says, if we're not doing anything with safety, it should be trading up for Hamilton, bottom line. I agree. I feel if they don't get a safety at all, if they don't get a free agent safety right now, I think that's the move they have to make too. I really do. Second says, dude, I wish Will Anderson Jr. was eligible. He's a beast. Tex says, Wilson reminds me of Jefferson a little bit. One hand 40 means nothing. Yeah, I mean, no, the 40 means nothing. I think the tape shows a lot more for a lot of players. Anderson says, oh, God, Anderson would go first if not for Stroud and Young. Ryan says, LSU wide receivers have so much swag. They all shine different. No disrespect on Ohio State or Bama receivers. LSU puts on a show. Jalen Seven, Darion Kendrick, cornerback from Georgia, had some 40 time as Jordan Davis. It's pretty crazy. Like, Jordan Davis has beat out a lot of guys. Texan says he's definitely going first round. Kendrick says we actually had wide receivers drop more passes than him, missing open receivers. So if Hurts fixes his issues, you still need people who can actually catch the ball. Yeah, but still a problem, bro. I think Hurts is a bigger problem than these receivers, bro. I'm not even. You had 647 yards for Quez Watkins and under 1,000 yards for Devontae Smith. It's unexcusable. It's disgusting, actually. To be honest. Des, do you think Reagor problem in his head or he's just terrible? Both. I think it's both. I think it was a bad pick, and I think it's a bad pick, and I think it's. Yeah, and him not being able to handle the city and the fans is a whole different story. So I agree. Andrew says Brady couldn't make Reagor look good. He's got hands like a double amputee. That's horrible. Demetrius says, I think Donovan Bam Knight, running back from North Carolina State, is going to be a late round gem. One hand says Colts doing some random things so weird. Andrew says between J.J. and Reagor, I wouldn't take either on a Pop Warner team. It says Hamilton is going to Detroit. No way we chase him. I don't think he's going to Detroit. I think I don't know. Jacksonville and Detroit, I think, are getting Aiden Hutchinson as of right now. So Texas, we need Dean or Lloyd. Dean is NFL ready, but I think Lloyd will be better long term. I get it. Yeah, that's. I think Lloyd has the higher ceiling. Section 99 says, well, most of the times Alabama receivers go first round in the draft. They don't get hurt, and people get all worried of that. Kendrick Lewis says, I like Tariq Cohen. That would be a nice pickup. I agree. Michael Snott says that they're still dead money on the books from the Wentz contract, or is I think it's done. I think it's over with. I think we paid all. I think it's all done. TSC Clan says, who would you most want in the draft? Oh, David Ojabo, 100%. I want David Ojabo. That's the guy I want. Mushon says we need to get Diggs. Howie says Nakobe Dean, the Philly needs to have me because we're not signing any linebackers. If it's not Myles Jack right now and adding, I would keep adding even if Myles Jack is here. Chris Hart, Jordan Davis knows damn well he's an offensive tackle. True that. Tyler's all defense with first round picks. I agree. Andrew says Wentz is the herpes of QBs. You never stop paying for one mistake. Kirk says it's not a matter of it, but when Hurts craps are this season. Ryan says Rager's issue is in his hands. He actually makes pretty good catches. He's his own head and needs to slim down and run better routes. And he doesn't have explosiveness off the line. I've seen him slow down on routes. I've seen him almost get on routes. And there were some passes. I think Rager could have had more touchdowns this year. I think the first time we faced the Cowboys, I forgot what corner he was facing, but he pretty much had a touchdown. And he was about on the 15, maybe the 20-yard line. And he was at least 3-4 yards in front of the cornerback. And it was on Diggs, and he underthrew it, and then Rager had to come back, and he got picked off. So I mean, I think Rager could have looked a lot better, but he didn't help himself in the long run. John Mechie round 2. I like Mechie a lot. I like Mechie. I don't mind Mechie. Got a lot of speed, route running. I'm just hoping that he's not going to turn out to be one of those receivers that just is fast and can't do anything else. That's what I'm hoping he's not. I don't think that shows on tape. So, Second says, dude, I love Boston Scott, but it is what it is. Not true, bro. I'm going to miss Boston Scott a lot, man. I'm going to miss him. Texas Raiders look lazy when running routes. That's true. That's what I've noticed, man. John Blair says, "Can we Benjamin Button Brian Dawkins?" Tyler says, "Could we be looking for a Brooks trade or Fletcher Cox as well?" Well, Brooks retired, so we freed up cap space from that. Fletcher Cox, if a team's willing to trade, they're gonna have to give us a lot because we're eating up $40 million in dead cap. If we trade Fletch after June 1st, the dead cap goes from 40 to 12 million, which I think is really good. I think it works out really good. You know what I mean? Holly says, wish we had these 2 extra firsts next year because if Hurts doesn't improve, then we can trade up to get any QB in 23, like Bryce Young, Caleb Williams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to trade back one of those first-round picks. You have to. Now, I don't know if they're going to do it during the draft or they're going to do it, before. It probably will happen before the draft. Metty Roller says some routes Rager could barely get off the line. He was getting bullied. Yeah, no, they showed a lot of tape on Rager where he couldn't even get off the line. He was getting pushed around. That's how bad it was. It was pretty bad, bro. It was pretty bad. Yeah, Brooks retired. Mechie is a dog. Chiefs need to revamp this defense. You think they'll sign some big names? Dude, I don't know how the Chiefs even have cap space right now. I'm trying to wait until, are the Chiefs ever going to be in cap hell? Because it seems like they know how to get out of it. Rob Murphy said, what's good as a QB with no wide receiver 1? Samuel Kerr says, what up, guys? We know Hurts situation surgery downside about bringing Colin Kaepernick third QB for upside and running abilities. I don't want Colin Kaepernick here. I just don't. I really just don't want Colin Kaepernick here. So I don't think he's going to be here anyway. He might go to the Seahawks. He's been working out with Tyler Lockett a lot recently. There was some video on him and Tyler Lockett working out, so I don't know. If Hurts sucks the season, we're never going to hear the end of the Hurts haters. Honestly, I am not sure how much better he will get. Here's the truth to all of this. Since the Eagles won a Super Bowl, this fan base has been probably the most toxic I've ever seen because There are the Carson Wentz lovers that just can't get over it. And can't really own up to what Carson Wentz did to this franchise. Not even just that, but the way he walked away was just disgusting. Okay. And I don't care if it's Howie's fault. I don't care if it's Doug's fault, Jeffrey Lurie's fault. At the end of the day, like, what I really didn't like was the fans never got anything back. Okay. Carson Wentz won us that Super Bowl. Carson Wentz got us to the Super Bowl pretty much. Okay. He has and I totally respect that. Okay. Nick Foles, it's just been, this is how it's been the whole time. We get connected to a quarterback and people just can't get off it. That's just the truth, man. Like, it's just, I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Like, I roll with whoever's the QB and that's it. Like, this year for Jalen Hurts, I'm going to be extra hard. Pause on him. So, I'm going to be really brutal towards Jalen Hurts this year. Because last year, earlier in the season, technically it was still his rookie year, when he started early last year. It was technically still his rookie year because he only played like a few games in the 2020 season. So, I mean, it's just like people need to just support the quarterback we have, and whatever might happen is going to happen. Jalen Hurts fails, he fails. If he succeeds, he succeeds. Do I think he's going to succeed? I don't know. I'm not too sure that he's going to, but I'm going to give it a shot, and just see what happens. So that's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. Ever since the Super Bowl, this fan base has been like, we lose a player, or, there's a player that's not here anymore. Like, it's just, he's gone now. Like, it's over. It's done with. The only reason why I even talked about Carson Wentz was to see if we were getting that first round pick. And I was kind of covering like all his snaps for the year. I mean, that's it. That's all I really cared about. But now we're going to be talking about him a lot more now because he's the Washington quarterback now. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. People need to like let go. People need to let go of this. It's just what it is. Its biggest op says Mechie is a bust. Prove he has all the tools. He has even he was even good his first year starting. Let's see. Tex says hopefully we don't trade up. Kirk says if we get rid of Hurts, I'm flying to Philly for a game this year. See, people don't even want to spend money on going to a game. Like, and I understand. I went to the 49ers home opener and it was horrible. It was horrible. Like, how bad that game was? Even going to the 49ers game, it was the home opener. It was great to be back at the stadium. And, you throw like a 91-yard pass. You throw like a 91, Quez Watkins runs for a 91-yard reception down the line all the way to like the 5-yard line. Eagles literally get 2 penalties on the 5-yard line. They run the ball twice. They pass the ball, whatever it was. And then they did the Philly special, and then they couldn't even score. It was hard watching this team this year. New head coach last year. Brand new head coach, new quarterback. It was tough, man. There was going to be a lot of mistakes. There was hype, but there was a lot of mistakes going to be made. Tyler Forsyth, would the Texans accept DeAndre Dillard, Hurts, and Watson? Dude, we're not getting Deshaun Watson. It's done. It's over with. We're not getting Deshaun Watson. It's not going to happen. The Eagles are out of it. The Eagles are done with it. The compensation is ridiculous right now. You're going to be giving up 3 first-round picks and then some. It doesn't matter what the Eagles have. The Eagles can have 4 players, 5 players they can give up. It's not going to be enough. They don't want the players. They want the picks. The picks. That's what they want. And that's what they're going to get. Chris Arson was hoping for Mechie or Watson in the second round, but with us not picking up a safety, we have to get one by round 2. Alex, I think about our future. Our future for this franchise will all relies on this offseason. If we can nail these picks or trade for value next year, we could turn this rebuild around. I agree. This will be a very quick turnaround. The Eagles did it after Chip Kelly left within 2 years. If you were to tell me that when Chip Kelly got released as the head coach in 2015, the second to last game, okay, or the third to last game, whenever he got released, wherever he got fired, I should say. Did you honestly think in 2 years we're going to go to a Super Bowl? No. I said like 3 to 5 years. I said like 3 to 5 years, maybe, if everything works out with Doug Peterson. Ryan Dixon, DeRager's slow release off the line, his weight issues. He's too stocky, and he has a little gut. Sexton says, bro, we beat Georgia with Mechie 42-24 until he got hurt. 3 quarters, he ain't a bust. Well, no, I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm just hoping that he's not just going to be a receiver with all speed. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think the tape shows a lot more. I'm not saying that Mechie's a bad player at all. I just think, I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping he is going to be a steal in the second round. UN says, I like Notre Dame's running back Isaiah Spiller in the second or third round. John Beers' thoughts on Hassan Reddick. He looks a bit more pro. Dude, he's ready to go. You see what he put on his Twitter? He said weapon for the Philadelphia Eagles. I love it. I love his terminology of things. He's back home. I love it. You know what I mean? My God. Dude, like, that's such a good signing. They literally got the best pass rusher in free agency on a really good deal. It's not even like a top-tier contract. It's really good. I think it's a steal. It's a steal signing. It's a steal. It's a steal pickup, man. I'm telling you. Really good. Reddick's going to be good, man, for the next – I can't wait. I can't wait, man, to see what Reddick can do. And Reddick's not enough, unfortunately. It's not enough for the Philadelphia Eagles right now. Remember, maybe Lockett and Cap come to Indy. That would be a wild for real. Wait, Kaepernick might get – well, yeah, he's putting out – yeah, Kaepernick's trying to get back in the league right now. Like, officially. He's putting out videos. He's working out with Tyler Lockett. He's been doing some other things. So we'll see. Gary Teagle said nobody wants to Mike Vick either, and now that turned out. Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you're giving chances on quarterbacks. Like, Michael Vick got a second chance. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that like Michael Vick, and they had the cage dog fighting. Like, he did some really horrible things, but people are like, oh, I love Michael Vick. And I love Michael Vick. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, some people just, some guys just deserve, second chances. I think he did his time. He did his due diligence. He did his time. He came back. He really changed himself around. He earned himself on the He earned himself back on the roster again. Because when Michael Vick came back from all that, when Michael Vick got signed, he was on the bottom of the barrel. He wasn't the superstar anymore that he was with Atlanta. Like, he had to work his way up again. You know what I mean? So, like, people forget about that stuff. People forget about it. 49ers are expected to have interest in trading for Browns' Austin Hooper if available. The Niners went after him previously in free agency, and double tight end set would be very desirable for his skill set. So, let's see. Andy Weidel, Kevin Patullo, and I think Kevin Patullo is the passing game coordinator. Jonathan Gannon are down in Athens today. Head scout and one player of each until, again, up and close personal look at the Monstars. This is interesting. Interesting. So it looks like Casey's working out a contract extension for Tyreek Hill for the moment as of right now. That's what it looks like right now. What else we got? So, yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a very interesting offseason. We're not even done yet. We're not even close to being done yet. Not even close, guys. We got 300 people in the chat. Much love to everybody that's in here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, we cover the Eagles every single day. So definitely check out some of the content. Subscribe, like the stream if you guys haven't. We're hitting I think we're almost at the 2-hour mark already. It's been quick, man. This went by very quick today. I mean, we're still not done. We're still going to stream for hopefully another hour or two, just to talk about everything, obviously. But we could talk about anything, really. It could be the draft. It could be anything that's coming out in free agency, anything you guys are interested in. I'm down for it, man. I'm down for it. True that. Let's see if we could do this. All right. Let's see where I'm at here. Gary says nobody wanted Mike Vick here, there, but look how it turned. Yeah, that's what I said before. Sarah Banks says can't even compare Cap and Vick situation, but yes, came back strong. Well, no, I'm not. Hopefully that's not towards me because I didn't compare it at all. I didn't compare that. Two different things. It's two different things, definitely. I'm just not interested in Colin Kaepernick. I'm not. I'm just not interested in bringing him here. Oliver Ross says, I never liked Wentz and Hurts. I was right about Wentz ever since college, and everyone called me nuts. Now everyone is calling me nuts about Hurts. He is not the guy. The last QB I liked was Vic. Myles says, Kaepernick got benched for Blaine Gabbert 6 years ago. Let it go. Second says, Wentz couldn't do anything in Indy. He's not doing anything. I think he's not going to play as bad in Washington as everyone thinks he's going to play. I don't think so. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to play as bad as everyone thinks he's going to play. I think he will play because really down the stretch with the Colts, he had a short stint where he was actually playing really well. And then in those big moments, he couldn't get it done at the end of the year. So that's where I kind of turn my head on it. I think he'll win some games for Washington. He'll lose some games. I just don't think it's going to get him over the hump to a championship or anything like that right now. So I think that's the case for right now. Demeter says, dude, that's the best view of Hurts and Wentz situation. Let go of the old, embrace who is here sweating and bleeding green. I'm excited for year 2 of Nick. Hey, he will continue to water these. Water the plants and let the roots grow. Wayne Bryan says, Howie is salary cap savvy to let go. Granted, he may not draft well, but he's a magician with the numbers. That's the only thing that keeps him here in 2022. League 29, don't compare dogfighting to sexual misconduct. Please, not the same at all. What's going on? I have no idea what's going on. Yo, Bag of Sports, how it feels that your backup is more better than your starter. Y'all can go at the playoffs with him. I think Tyrod Taylor is honestly going to start sooner or later for the Giants. I mean, you're paying him a lot of money too. So James says, who should we pick up for safety? I mean, I'm hoping Honey Badger or somebody. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen here. Mercio, Bad Dogs for NFL Worlds. The Commanders have released offensive lineman Eric Flowers. Oh, that's an interesting one. Gary Teagle says, I still believe we missed on our GM that they allowed him to sign with Cleveland. Mary says, we wasn't talking hat bad last year. One hand says he wasn't bad at Colts. Danny says Wentz is better than people think, just not reliable. I get it. And I think there's an issue with his leadership because if you saw the owner of the Colts Carson wanted a meeting with the owner of the Colts and he didn't even meet him. I mean, there was some leadership, especially with the teammates. There were some leadership issues. There was a lot going on. I mean, there's something with his attitude and that everything is owned towards him. I get that feeling. I've always thought about that with Carson Wentz, that everything is owed towards him. And he has that, that cocky attitude, I mean, he goes from one roster to the next. It's just crazy. Tyler Forster said, do you think Howie's getting better? Hold on. All right, we're good. Do you think Howie's getting better as a GM or will we need a new No, I mean, as of right now, this is going to be this is it. I mean, this is literally going to be the last stop for Howie Roseman right now. I mean, I don't know if this is it, but he's got to get a good roster together. If he drafts well and he gets some good free agents, I'm fine with it. So far, he's done really well. You know what I mean? It's one guy, but he's done really well. I think Edmonds and Honey Badger would make sense. Upside for Edmonds, and then Honey Badger, definitely you're going to have to pay him a little bit of money. But, I mean, I don't think it's going to be much as Marcus Williams, but we'll see. Comments are the Giants not fixing the offensive line. Daniel Jones' problem is he's not developing because of his crappy offensive line. They did sign a guard to a 33-year, $20 million contract the other day. I think a guard from the Colts, I think. I'm not sure. So they did add a little bit of guard help. But that's really it, though. Thanks to Landon Collins just got released from Washington. Just now he just got released? No, I thought he already got released. Deshaun Watson has interest in playing for the 49ers. Bro, this is so stupid. I can't stand this crap. So dumb. So dumb. I can't stand it. It's so stupid. It's really stupid. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Shoot me now. Just shoot me now. We got a super chat from Philly 1011. What's going on, man? Thank you for the super chat. He says, all 3 first-round picks, predictions, and why. Number one on my list is going to be Ojabo because I think he has really high ceiling. I think he's a very raw talent, but I think he just has a really good future. Always gets the ball out on quarterbacks. He's always in the mix. If you watch the tape between Aiden Hutchinson and Ojabo sticks out a lot. Always in the backfield, always being disruptive, and like I said, he pops the ball out. I mean, he's just a monster. I like him because he's a very long defensive end. He's a lengthy defensive end. I mean, that's my number one guy going to this draft, so I'm really happy with that. Number two is going to be Devin Lloyd, and I think he's the best linebacker in this draft from Utah. And Devin Lloyd has got a really good, when it comes to his coverage, it comes to getting, avoid blocking. Getting around blockers and, getting to the football. He's really good at that. I think he's a ball hawk as well. Gets his hands on the football, which is good. And lastly, oh, man, and then look, I don't know what they're going to do here, but lastly, like if Jordan Davis is available, at this point, they could go Linderbaum with 19 if he's available at center and try to maybe compete him at right guard and maybe be in the fill-in for center when Jason Kelce retires. They could go offensive line as well. It wouldn't surprise me at this point if that's the case. Or they go, Garrett Wilson or Trevon Burks with that 19th pick, if that's the case, because I really do like Trevon Burks just because there's so much more that shows on the tape with him. He's got speed. He knows the whole route tree, and he gets really good separation. He finds the open space really well. His explosiveness off the line is fantastic. So if that's the case, guys, I would love it. I would love it. Like those would be my three guys right there because I don't know what they're going to do. I think a receiver could be drafted in the first round because as of right now, like this is taking a long time to get out. Like Allen Robinson, it's taking a while right now until I see the Eagles are not be able to get him or Allen Robinson is signed somewhere else. I think the Eagles will go. First round receiver as of right now because you're going to hit on a lot of receivers in this draft. The Eagles will get a weapon easily offensively, easily. You'll have any receiver. They'll have the pick of the litter. They will. Me says, you think Jordan Mailata could turn into a Pro Bowl season this year? Oh, yeah, 100%. I think Jordan Mailata will be a Pro Bowler every single year. I'm not even kidding. I think he will be a Pro Bowler. And I think he missed a couple games. Dillard had to take over a couple games for Mailata this year, but I like Mailata at left tackle. I think the contract was perfect. You turned a 7th-round rugby star into a complimentary star on that offensive line. And you're playing next to our 2nd-round pick and Landon Dickerson, which I really like. I don't want to move Landon Dickerson back to center. I want to keep him at left guard. So Watson shit is annoying. The fact that he is meeting with everyone acting like he's a 5-star out of high school about to make his decision. I know that's what it seems like. Bro, that's what it seems like. It's pretty sad, actually. Evo World says Chiefs are bringing a QB Chad Henne back 1 year, $2 million. Interesting. Another quarterback. Lucian said we can't actually start calling players to sign them until 4. Yeah, but I'm not worried about that. The top wide receiver to trade for right now. Oh man, DK Metcalf, Claypool. You could trade for anybody. You could trade for anybody that's unrealistic. So that is kind of like the top wide receiver to trade for. Yeah, you could trade for anyone that's great, but it's not going to happen though. Realistically, I think they could trade for DK. Realistically, I think they could trade for Chase Claypool is definitely another one because there's been rumors about him being on the trade block, and Claypool would be nice because he could play outside and inside receiver. So I'm totally fine with that. You know what I mean? Totally fine. Danny says, what do you think about our running back situation? Not sure about Myles' future. I'm not sure either, but Miles Sanders will be here next year. Jordan Howard, if they're keeping him, I don't know what they're doing with him. He's got 1 more year left on his contract. He's a free agent after this year. Boston Scott is gone. Kenneth Gainwell, I think they should I think they should give Kenneth Gainwell will definitely get more snaps now that Boston Scott is leaving. So I think Kenneth Gainwell is nothing spectacular, okay? Now, I don't think he's got some real generational talent skill set at running back, okay? I think he can make the first guy miss. I think you could pass the ball to him. You could use him in different – he's a dual threat running back. I think you use him in different ways. And he's productive. You know what I mean? There was a few times this year where every time he got a pass, he would balk the ball in his hands 5 times before he caught it. And it made me really nervous. So, Tyler Lockett's another trade too. Good guy. I hope we don't get Claypool. That guy's a headache. He is the most immature player in the league. Really? I don't know. Venom King, I would sign Honey Badger and Allen Robinson. That's pretty much the two I'm looking for today, if that's the case. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Hawk says, Joey, would you trade a second-rounder pick to pick Rager and Shaker for DK Metcalf? 100%. I mean, 100%. I think it's going to cost more than a second, but I would do it. If I want DK or Tyler Lockett. Dude, NFL world, I agree with you, man. Kirk says, get DK at all costs. Imagine having the diversity of Smith and Metcalf. Oh, man. God. You got size, you got speed, you got, oh my God. And then you have a receiver in DK Metcalf. You can line him up anywhere too. Like, I could see DK being used as an intermediate receiver as well on the inside, big body on the inside as well. Then get those quick passes that can truck over people. You can use him in a lot of ways, man. A lot of ways. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Howie says money isn't an issue either. We have $70 million for the 2023 season, $23 million left of this season. We have $70 million for the 2023 season. Where'd you get that from? I mean, that sounds great. Savar Banga says so many good first round corners. Feels like they need to get one. Yeah, I mean, I feel like too, man. Like, they're going to sign a 31-year-old corner and Xavier Rhodes if that's the case. But I think, if that's not the case, look, at the end of the day, all I wanted this year was to retain Steven Nelson if they're not going after corner in this draft. Okay. So, that was Spock Track that said that. Oh, dude, that's good. I mean, if that's the case, that's really good. So $70 million, man, what they could do with that on top of what we have this year. I mean, maybe they can compete in another 2 years, depending on how this quarterback situation pans out. But I think at the end of the day, they could stick with a veteran corner this year, which I really want to draft one, but you can't draft everybody. Honestly, this way they're not definitely at this point, they're not. I don't think they're going to draft a corner this year, and not in the first round. I don't think it's going to happen. So, NFL World said, I hope the Eagles look in the Myles Jack. Dude, me and you both, man. Tangent, I get it. It gets hurt a lot, but why did not sign Philly native Will Fuller for dirt cheap and pair him with another wide receiver for trading back nearly? Has Will Fuller got hurt a lot, though? I mean, has he been hurt a lot? So we have $36 million dead cap in the 2022 this year. Okay. Aaron W says, what up, Joey? What's up, Aaron? What's going on, man? And for World said, I hope the Eagles look in at linebacker Jack. Dude, I really hope so. Commissar, I'd rather re-sign Steven Nelson than signing Xavier Rhodes. Both are fine corners. I mean, look, I'm fine with either one of them. Like, you know what I mean? I just want us to move on from this era of signing over 30-year-old corners that are short-term answers and want a long-term answer. You draft the guy that's really good, that has, you draft the guy. Look, at the end of the day, you draft somebody, you have him in the first round, you have him for 4 years with a fifth-year option. So, I mean, you don't have to do anything with him until, the end of his contract. You know what I mean? That saves a lot of time. Comment says, Will Fuller's injured more games than he plays. That's what I thought. I thought he got injured a lot in his career. Yeah. Aaron W. says, Myles Jack would be a great signing, so consider that a not happening then. Yeah, when we think it's good, I guess, yeah. Samuel Barrera says, sign Juju or Jarvis Landry, bring back McLeod and Tyrann Mathieu. I don't think they're going after Juju. I don't know if they even have interest in Jarvis Landry, and if he wants a lot of money, I wouldn't even pay him. If Allen Robinson's off the board, Jarvis Landry doesn't want less money, you're going to the draft in the first round, getting yourself a weapon for Jalen Hurts. That's what you're going to do. Hossie, you should check out actually for the 2023 season. We could potentially have a ton of money. Really? Damn. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter either, follow me on Twitter as well. We do cover the Philadelphia Eagles on there and just other stuff. I'm always on there, so definitely check it out. I'll put the link in for that. My Twitter is actually on private, so only people that are that I accept to follow me are on there. They can see everything that's going on. So definitely check that out. I'll put that in the section here. So you just follow me on Twitter if you guys haven't, and I'll accept them after the stream is done. Kenyon said, why did Doug Pearson release Myles Jack? That's the question. Cap situation, just cap. I mean, that's pretty much what it was. It was just because of the cap. So, Girl Browers, I don't think we drafted anyone. They're going all in on Watson. Yeah, I don't know. You mean the Eagles? No. No. Definitely not. Dan, how realistic is that Hurts actually improves as a passer drastically? I don't know. For me, I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. So I'm not sure. I don't really have high hopes. I mean, I'm hoping he does, man. Look, between his between what Jalen Hurts does with his, he's really got a good attitude. Things really don't bother him that much. I love like his, he's got a really good charisma, and there's good things to say about him. Like nothing really bothers him that much. When it comes down to it, he's got to play well. So we'll see. We'll see. It's Big O says, knowing that Howie, we probably not looking to sign anyone until Watson is officially traded. Well, why is that? Why does that stop them from doing other moves? John Blair says Fuller is either suspended or on IR. He's just fast. Comment starts that my top two options at receiver, James Washington, Jarvis Landry. James Washington can be really good, but Steelers never gave him a chance, so I would happily if we sign him. Jay Ferry said Jesse Bates still free agent. I'd give him an offer. Them King says on another person, I want Carl Nassib. A comment starts say I think we were out on Watson's salary predictions. He will go to the Panthers. Probably. Aaron W. John, he's so fast, so to hit the IR on every roster he goes to. Where I says I don't care about childish Claypool. He's legit stud. I guess says Bates got franchise tag. Dan says I would love a Chandler Jones signing over anything. Yeah, so it looks like the Jets have been in talks to sign Chandler Jones. That's been the one team that's been interested to sign Chandler Jones. So we'll see. We'll see. Trade for Claypool. Interesting. It's been quiet, man. It is a quiet day today. Nothing. It's so funny, Skip Bayless with the Cowboys, man. Shame on you, Randy Gregory. After all Jerry Jones did for you, you do that to him. It's just so funny. It's so funny, I swear. It's hilarious. It's going to be a quiet day today. I just got a feeling it's going to be a real quiet day. I think Howie is still asleep. I love Greg Ward coming back, bro. I love it. I absolutely love it. I do, because you know what? After giving Rager after chance every single game, Greg Ward came in, got a touchdown for us one of those games. Like Greg Ward should have had more playing time. Should have had more playing time. I definitely 100% should have had more. Pisses me off, to be honest, but I'm really glad they bring him back. Greg Ward has been cut off this team, I don't know how many times, like 3-4 times, I feel Ward has slept on too, bro. Paulie, I think he is too. I'm not kidding. I think he is too. First and third for DK? Done deal. Jordan says Claypool's better than any of those shoes we have roster as of right now. Danny says Sirianni is Howie's yes man. Rafael says if we don't get Sauce for Stanley, maybe Kobe Bryant is a possible second round. I don't know if they draft, dude. I don't think they draft a corner this year. I mean, they could. I mean, look, if you want to go in the second round, sure. I don't think they draft one this year. But I think you need depth, though. I think you need depth. And I think you need a guy in the second round that could be a guy that could get on the field, compete. So we'll see. Aaron W says he said Cole Beasley, bro. Share some whatever you're smoking on, please. Wait, who? Package Andre Dillard, Derek Barnett to the Steelers for Claypool. What do you think? Well, Barnett is a free agent, so we can't do anything with him. Thank God. I don't. It's going to cost more than that. 2 players for Claypool is definitely not going to. You're going to have to add in like a high pick for him. DJ514MC says Jabril Peppers at safety. Thoughts? He's still available. I like him. The Eagles have been connected to him for a while, so. Red Comedy says it will be quiet until Watson makes his decision. It opens up the teams locked in this open up and get free agents that are still out there. Dude, this is crazy, bro. I want this crap to be over with. Mitch Cavan says, looks like the Bakers' preferred destination is Indy. I'm curious how that plays out if their Watson doesn't pick Cleveland. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Watson don't pick Cleveland, like Baker Mayfield might even want out and say, screw you guys. Now you guys don't have a quarterback. He might go to the Colts. I'd probably do that, to be honest with you. If they're trading me under my nose and not really under your nose because everybody knows about it now. So, or it says the Jets are going to be good one day, but maybe not with Wilson. I don't think the Jets haven't been good in years. Like the Jets will spend, there's free agencies where they spend so much money and can win 2 to 4 games. I mean, the Jets, I live in New York. I'm always around Jet fans, and Jet fans are so like, they get hyped up every single year. They're not realistic. It doesn't even matter. Like the Jet fans actually, they like every sign they have, and they literally think they're going to go places every single year. They think of that every single year. Jet fans are actually really annoying, to be honest. I really don't like Jet fans at all. I think they're one of the most annoying fan bases. Not on the level of Cowboy fans, but that fan base is pretty annoying. I ain't gonna lie. And I guess maybe I'm just from New York. That's probably the reason why. Graham said, breaking news, the Chargers are signing they're signing Stephon Gilmore as well. Honest NFL, so the Eagles are in need of a DT. Georgia would be a mighty fine place to find it. Bro. This doesn't apply solely to Davis. They're just as interested in Devontae Wyatt. And Wyatt's good too, man. Wyatt ran a really good 40. Wyatt looked really good at his testing. Lateral ability, his bending. So it's a need for the way they want to play going forward. Hargrave's quality rusher, but Williams is still green in need of crafting. Cox isn't going to be there much longer. They have plenty of picks to invest in the back end, but they need to shore up the front, and that's definitely true. I think they need to add a defensive tackle in this draft. And it doesn't, like I said, like even this guy says it's not even like towards Jordan Davis. Okay. I think there's a lot more going on here. So we'll see. We'll see. That's interesting. Andre Gardner said, I don't get how we say that we don't want certain players at wide receiver when our stink aside Devontae. Lewis says Devonta Smith is better than Claypool right now with the higher ceiling. What did dude say? Well, I don't know what somebody said, but all I'm going to say is this: like Claypool will be a great number 2 because he can move inside and outside, like because he's intermediate. So, Derek Davis is Jack Matthew Rhodes. No, that sounds bad. I think it's good, man. I think it sounds good for right now. It sounds good. NFL World says Matt Leonidas is getting released from the Washington Commanders. Yep, I saw that. I like NFL World in here covering some news as well, which I like too, so we don't miss anything. Tommy says, I like Ward sign. They really use him more. They got to use him more, bro. Like, I can't. Like, he better have more of a chance than anybody else at wide receiver. Browns would get Gardner Minshew. Dude, it's not a bad. Gardner Minshew is not a bad signing for a team. It's not. He's $900,000 for the year, so he's cheap. So you're gonna pay him absolutely nothing. No, it's all on Twitter, bro. No, Limit Cost is NFL World. Wonder where you're. No, it's all on Twitter. He's right. 100%. NFL World is legit. He's legit. He's saying the right things because I'm seeing it on Twitter as well. So he's. Trust me, if I see something, I'm like, what is that trade or what is that? Who's getting released? Yeah, we'll see. What does Cleveland have to offer for Watson? It's gonna be 3 first-round picks and then some, bro. Dan says, how you feel about Mitch in Pittsburgh? I think that they're just going to try him out and see what he does. He's back to being a starting quarterback. They're calling Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky now. That's what they're calling him now. Oh man, this is funny. I like talk. It's so funny though. Oh, we got Lewis Patterson. What's going on, bro? He says Joey Shakes. Would you want Jarvis Landry? If he wants a lot of money, no. No. If he wants a lot of money, I'm not in on it. I'm not in. I'm not interested. Nope, not at all. So for cheap, 1-2 year deal, sure. But as a long-term answer with a lot of money, no. Let's see. Darius Davis said, "Would you give 2 picks this year and 1 next year for Watson and Hurts?" 2 picks this year and 1 next year for Watson. No. We're out of this, dude. It's done. We're the Eagles are out of the claiming of this Deshaun Watson trade. Minshew is the best backup in the league. He's actually an above. I think he's definitely an above average. He's an above average backup. He's not a normal backup that like completely sucks. Like, he's actually pretty good. He's a little bit above average, which I do like. The more games he plays, the better he gets. So, Kendall Thompson, what about Tyrann Mathieu? Nothing on him yet, but I wouldn't mind him coming here. I'd be fine with it. Venom King Landry probably going to the Rams with Odell. Yeah, that ship is probably sailed. Robert Woods is coming back, so I highly doubt it. I doubt it, though. If Odell resigns with the Rams, which seems like seems very likely, then yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Sure. OBJ hasn't signed, I don't think yet. I don't think he did. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's available. I don't think he's looking to sign anywhere else, but I don't think he's signing anywhere else. Let's see here. Here we go. Raiders news right now. Breaking: the Raiders are closing in on trading for or signing cornerback James Bradberry from the Giants. How about that? Another cornerback off the board. Giants are losing Bradberry now. Interesting. Giants have 2 first-round picks. 2 first-rounders. So Raiders are closing on James Bradberry. Interesting. Oh, man. So for Washington Commanders, Landon Collins expected to be released before the start of the new league year. Collins has a $6.4 million cap savings. This is going to be interesting. Okay. See, Robin, sorry, I'd rather have Minshew than Mitch and Mariota. Minshew is the best backup that can pre-snap, read defense. Problem is Minshew's arm strength is a little below average. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and if that's the case, then he has to be very accurate. And he threw some, even during that Jets game, he played really well. I mean, I think we had an advantage because I don't think the Jets knew we were starting him that game. So Danny says, what will it take for Howie to lose his spot at GM? Just picking bad players, really. I think the draft is really going to depend on that, to be honest. Dude, Howie's needed to hurry up and get someone. Mitch says, looks like Watson being an ATL is done. That's all 4 done now. Hopefully the news breaks and gets free agency moving again. Yeah. Oh, don't get nervous, bro. Why get nervous for? NFL World says, how do you feel about Bobby Wagner? I mean, I like him. You know what I mean? I mean, he's who would be a good piece, but I think he's more of a mentoring type piece. A mentoring piece for, the team than a futuristic piece. But somebody that you can add in if that's the case. I don't think he's coming here. I think he'll either go to Denver or go to the Cowboys. Regardless, he'll probably. I know Russell Wilson's been trying to recruit Bobby Wagner to Denver. So I think that could be a possibility. I would rather Jack than Wagner. How about you? Oh, yeah, for a futuristic piece, yeah. I mean, Myles Jack, definitely. Comments are the AFC West is the craziest division of all football. All 4 teams in that division should be a playoff team. That division has 3 top 5 quarterbacks. It's going to be wild. Nate Rose says, I hate to say it, but if the Eagles did not land Hassan Reddick, free agency would be looking very, very bad right now. Yeah, if it was like if we didn't land Hassan Reddick and it was this quiet, it'd be kind of weird right now. Wouldn't feel really good. Sean Harris to pick up Landon, let him play linebacker. Devin says, so throw out Edmonds then. Yeah, Edmonds is somebody that, I mean, he's young. I mean? He's got a high upside, just some coaching, just needs some coaching, really. See what he could do. Eagles and Giants have been solid for free agent. Dallas and Washington haven't. No, I mean, Dallas has been really worried about keeping guys more than losing them. You know what I mean? Donnie, if you do for instance, Talon Robinson could be a great pickup for us, but I think we should go ahead and draft. Yeah, if it's taking this long, it might, Howie's still on it. Howie is still on it. They almost got Marcus Williams. They're going after Allen Robinson with well as a couple other teams. So if they don't trade and look, a trade could happen too, guys. They tried trading for Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley should have already been here. That's why I think Howie Roseman was really smart. And I don't respect him that much, and I don't really compliment him too much. But Howie Roseman was actually really smart because he knew what this receiver market was going to be. And obviously him probably hearing a lot of inside scoop of the rumors of what these guys are going to be, what these teams are going to be giving, are going to be signing of money-wise to these receivers like Christian Kirk. Because Christian Kirk kind of like really stinted the market a little bit, kind of slowed it up. I think it says because Howie's making moves that we see anyway. Darius says Howie will keep his job if he builds defense to be a top 5 this year. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Texas, who do you think Eagles are talking to? I don't know. They could be talking to the Steelers for Claypool. They could be talking. I don't know. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be anybody. We wouldn't even be talking about a receiver right now. I think from what I heard, from what I did hear today, okay, that the Calvin Ridley trade, the Eagles were giving up a 3rd-round pick for him. Like, that's what I heard. And if that was the case, holy crap, what a steal that was. 3rd-round pick for Calvin Ridley straight up. That sounds really good to me. The only signing I would rather have it not like is Jabril Peppers. I think there are no other players that I really don't want. NFL World says the Falcons, who are meeting with Deshaun Watson today, never processed Matt Ryan's restructured contract that some speculated will happen later this week. Oh, my God. This is going to be – 3rd-round pick, bro. A 3rd-rounder. I heard it was a 3rd-round pick straight up for Calvin Ridley. Dude, that killed me hearing that. That was a – can't even blame Howie Roseman. That's not even his fault. Calvin Ridley's fault at the end of the day. That sucks. That sucks, man. Peppers is nice. Could be a cheaper option. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be cheap or expensive. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be cheap or expensive at safety. Takes a while as we have to gamble. He is a millionaire already. Well, that's what guys do to make more money while they're playing football. They gamble, and they kind of take advantage of the gambling situation in football because they already play the sport. But somebody I think Vegas ratted him out. I think that's what happened. And Calvin Ridley's name was on a lot of bets, and people started to talk. So it's not like he broke the rules. It's not like he as a NFL player, he broke the rules he broke the NFL rule for gambling. Other than that, I think to be suspended for a year is just totally ridiculous. Unless there's more to it, I don't know, which I highly doubt. But for a whole year getting suspended is BS. So Tex says, you think Calvin Ridley would come here when he is in free agency? Calvin Ridley would have been here now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know when his contract is up. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it could be possible. But the Eagles could already have this position already set by that time. So we might not even need him by that time. Kenneth said, what are your thoughts on Smith out of Green Bay? On Smith? What do you mean? Who's that? I don't know what we're talking about. Am I having a brain fart right now? Danny said if it was just a third, I would have still traded for him and waited out a year. Common star. Yeah, I mean, it's at this point, maybe. Peppers won big contract after coming off of down injured year. Yeah, I know he was injured last year, so I don't know if that matters. You know what I mean? NFL World says Packers offered Devontae Adams a contract worth over $23 million. Yeah, he declined it. I thought at this point, getting Aaron Rodgers back, he wouldn't even care at this point. But Zadarius Smith. Yeah, no, I don't think they're going that route. He's going to be a lot of money. I don't think they're going that route. He bet $1,500 on his phone using the FanDuel. Yeah, I think that's BS, dude. Like, be suspended for a whole year. That's just ridiculous, bro. J17, any news yet? No, it's been quiet, bro. There has been one Eagles. There has been nothing. So it looks like running back JD McKissick that came from Washington is going to be signing a 2-year deal with the Bills. He changed his mind instead of returning to Washington for the same compensation. Nice. That will help. That will help us. McKissick's not bad. Not bad. Another guy, yeah, like McKissick was going to resign with the with Washington. He changed his mind. He got the same deal from the Bills, and he went to the Bills. Crazy, bro. Common Star says, what's crazy to me is really suspended for a year when there are players that are abusers and are suspended for a few games. Slays called the NFL out of this too. No, it's true, bro. Like, NFL players have done so much worse. I explained that in the video I made about it, and I thought it was BS. Like, between hitting, being abusive, domestic violence, like, and all this stuff going on with some of these players. I mean, I think what, like, the stories that are sad that really makes me really angry. The receiver from the Raiders, what's his name? I got a brain fart because I haven't talked about him for so long that, obviously, like, just totally ruined his career. The receiver from the Raiders, what's his name? They got into the car accident in Vegas that almost killed somebody. Henry Ruggs, man. Thank you, Common Star. Henry Ruggs, man, that was sad. But at the same time, like, he like, ridiculous, man. Like, what? He's stupid. Like, he's dumb. Really stupid, man. That really pissed me off. Like, making millions of dollars. And you don't take an Uber and you make a stupid decision to drive a vehicle while intoxicated. It's just ridiculous, man. Oh, he did kill someone. I don't know if he did or not. I didn't read too much into it. He did kill someone. Yeah, that's horrible, man. That's freaking horrible. You feel bad. You feel bad for that family. And there was a dog too. It's horrible, man. So dumb. Like, and there's people that actually feel bad for Ruggs. Like people are like, oh yeah, he shouldn't have, like, screw him, dude. Like, that family, dude. Like, ridiculous. It's disgusting, dude. That's why I always thought, like, even the other guy from the other guy from Vegas, from the Vegas Raiders that, like, was holding weapons up on IG Live, like all these guys that are like, that's why, like, putting the Raiders in Vegas was going to be something crazy, because, like, these guys can go out and gamble. They can, like, it's dangerous, man. It's really dangerous being over there because you could make some really horrible decisions. Texas says you hit the car 150 miles an hour, hit the gas tank, and exploded. Oh, that's just ridiculous, bro. I was for all we all BS. Deshaun is why we would have players' chances are, like, really snitching and job these days. That's crazy, bro. I'd like that pissed me off. So what is it? Like, how many years has his case even settled yet? Like, did he actually get a sentence yet? I'm actually wondering about it. I know we're going off topic, but since, like, nothing's going on, we might as well just be random. His case was postponed until May. He's done, bro. He's gonna be doing crazy time. It's bad, bro. It's bad. It's bad stuff. NFL where the Seahawks are signing cornerback Artie Burns to a 1-year deal worth $2 million. I don't know if it's true. Interesting. All right. All right. Interesting. That's a oh yeah. Frank Gore. They actually the list of recent free agency flips grow. Frank Gore, Anthony Barr, Randall Gregory. So and now JD McKissick. Now, Anthony Barr was supposed to be a Jet like a couple seasons ago, and then he changed his mind. Frank Gore was supposed to be an Eagle, was supposed to be a Philadelphia Eagle, and that's when LaShawn McCoy contacted him and it was like, don't go to the Eagles. That was pretty much it. I wasn't even a fan of Frank Gore coming here anyway. Text says, the video was so sad. Car fire with the Lara alive. She was screaming and helping. So sad. I don't know why people can live millions of people's dreams and just throw it away like that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Waker says Ruggs had mental issues. Go read the story about him and his friend. Ruggs struggled from mental health. Go read the story. I've never read it, so I didn't know what was the case. Angelo says we need to scoop Myles Jack for like $4 million a year. Dude, if we can get him, oh, dude. Jake's real. So I'm hearing DK for JJ straight up. Yeah, I wish, bro. I would have loved Frank Gore. Sounds made up. Yeah, there's nothing else going on right now. So what it says here, Calvin Ridley bet $150 with an NFL endorsement sportsbook on his team to win and has been suspended for a year. 22 women have accused Deshaun Watson of sexual misconduct, and teams are lining him to bid for his services. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Someone is even saying the Eagles are like really silent right now. It's very quiet. Anthony Barr, I think, is available. I think he is. It's crazy. It's funny how I think about it, really wasn't playing during the time. Like he had like mental issues, but yet he's like gambling on his own team. Angel Dulce says we should go back to Atlanta and offer them a low trade package and still Ridley for the year. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do that anymore. Because originally what happened was the Eagles called back to say, hey, are we getting this deal done? And then Falcons say, no, we're not doing the deal, and didn't tell the Eagles why. So then the Eagles found out later on why they didn't. So they gave the Falcons a lot of respect because they could have traded him here for higher compensation, but it didn't seem like it was high compensation whatsoever. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, It just happens that way. Tronic says we need to draft all defensive use free agent for offense. And that's the original plan. I get it. You know what I mean? I think that's still the plan right now. I mean, I thought they were going to go defense a little tiny bit, maybe dip a little bit defensively into free agency. So it's true. There's 261 in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it. We cover the Eagles every single day. Guys haven't hit the like button to the stream. It does help out the algorithm, and it helps other people check out the videos as well. So definitely hit the like button as well. Oh man, I'm tired today. It's a tiring day. So we're probably gonna have a couple videos out today as well. We're gonna be, have a couple videos out, and kind of I'm gonna be on Twitter all day just to make sure that we're getting some stuff done here. Comments are, I have respect for Falcons for not trading really here. Cowboys don't have the respect. No, definitely not. Mizzy says, hey, bro, love the channel. It's awesome. Hey, dude, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. DeAndre Mingo says, we won't get Sauce. He's top 10. I don't think he's going to go past top 10. That's just me, though. Mr. Ethos says, fly, Eagles, fly. Fly high, Eagles. What's the scoop? Hey, we have signed Allen Robinson. No, bro, it's been quiet. The Eagles have been quiet. I feel like until this Deshaun Watson stuff is gone, so Deshaun Watson's done visiting the Falcons. So as of right now, I don't know what's happening. So it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm rubbing my head so much because I'm just having a headache from just this Deshaun Watson news. It's just getting on my nerves. NFL World said Mitch is underrated. Of just remember he was in Chicago Bay. Chicago, they were bad. Yeah. Dan says, you think Stingley can drop to 15? He could. I mean, if Sauce is taking top 10, and look, at the end of the day, if Eagles want to go after one of these Georgia players, whether it's Nakobe Dean or you're getting Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt, which I don't think Devontae Wyatt is a top 15 pick. I think Devontae Wyatt's a late first round to a second rounder at this point. It's only going to help the Eagles at the end of the day, but I don't think the Eagles take a cornerback. I don't think so. I would love Stingley. I would take a chance on him. Big O says, I think there's a lot of teams in Watson that not being reported. That's why everything is slow. Teams are waiting for the trade to happen. It's ridiculous, bro. Can we get to the bottom of this and once for all, Nakobe Lloyd or Devin Dean? Yeah, that was a joke. I was reading that for a second. I was like, wait, they just switched their names around. Angelo says the Falcons will get Watson. They are grabbing Sauce. Dome Philly Eagles says Mayfield to Philly. No, I'm done. I'm not looking for a quarterback this year. I'm done. Like, I'll wait for that next year in 23 if it happens. Build this roster. That's all I want right now. I feel like we get DK for a first. Dillard. Seattle needs O lineman. Oh, they definitely do. I mean, you got Dillard that's available right now. So, Second says, what are you going to do if Watson comes to the Eagles? It's not going to happen. If it happens, I'm going to be pissed off because we're going to be giving away a lot. So, J17 says, Howie is so quiet because he's negotiated with Devontae Adams, or maybe I'm just getting impatient. You're getting impatient. Devontae Adams is definitely, even though he's not playing on the franchise tag, he hasn't signed it yet. So, no, I doubt it. Dome says, will Jalen have his breakout season next year? Dude, I don't know. It's hard for me to say, man. He's coming off ankle surgery. He's not going to have any work before the OTAs, and he's going to have to really push a lot of reps in between training camp and preseason games. So, Big Ed says sign Peppers and Edmonds, both young. Gilmore 1 and 2 year deal. Imagine, wow, sign Nassib, Jack Herbig, then draft cornerback, defensive end, linebacker, wide receiver. That'd be great. Texas Gregory got overpaid. Yeah, he did. I mean, I thought he did a little bit for a 6-sack season. Yeah. Adams wants 30 plus. I think he wants 35, bro. I think he wants 35. Be honest. Like, I think that's the number he wants. Jarius Davis says, seems like all the teams waiting on Watson are not making moves. I hope that's not why we are quiet. I mean, that could be the reason why. I don't know. Comment source that Adams will not come to Philly. Plus, no receivers worth $30 million. Whoever pays that is nuts, in my opinion. Texas, Terrell Edmonds, good. I've never really watched him. I haven't watched him too much either, but for what I'm hearing, he's got a lot of upside to him. He just needs more coaching, and he's young. I mean, that's really it. Brand pick JD is returning to Washington. JD? What do you mean, JD? McKissick you're talking about? No, he's not. Background. Oh, wait. Oh, my God, man. He flipped twice? Yo, he flipped 2 times. Background change of heart. Washington initially didn't offer J.D. Kissick a deal until they agreed upon Buffalo, per his agents Doug Hendrickson and C.J. LeBoy. Once McKissick heard Washington was willing to match the offer, he didn't want to leave. My God, bro. He flipped 2 times. Like that's just crazy. I mean, these players are they're flipping every 2 seconds. It's just ridiculous. After Dan Graciano of ESPN says more and more he's getting the sense that Saquon Barkley won't be on the Giants in 2022. Thoughts? I mean, is there a way to even should they even keep him at this point? I mean, they're not going to get a first round pick for him coming off of an ACL season. Okay, you're not going to get him for a first round pick. They're trying to trade big for him. Saquon, unfortunately, got drafted to the wrong team. If Saquon got drafted to another team that had a good offensive line, I don't think he would have all these injuries. I mean, who knows? We don't know what would have happened with his injuries, but he would have got paid a lot more money right now. He would have had a bigger market right now if that was the case. I think he would have, you know. Evan says Eagles should get Deshaun Elliott or Honey Badger. Texted, I don't know if I would want Bar. Eagles have had problems with age since Doug Pearson came here. Hamilton or bust, really. One hand says Giants kill Saquon career. I do. That's how I feel. They didn't set him up for success. They didn't set him up for success. I mean, that's the main thing that's going on. What the hell am I doing? See, Jordan Whitehead was the Jets' #1 target in safety per source. Yes, they showed interest in Marcus Williams, but I'm not sure they even made an offer. I think the plan was always to shop in the second tier unless price dropped dramatically. Oh my god, this shit's so funny. Sorry, I was reading something that had nothing to do with football. I just laughed. Jordan Long said the Cleveland Browns might be moving on from quarterback Baker Mayfield. What could be their options? Oh man. It's crazy, bro. so the Ravens put out like, hey, meet your new safety Marcus Williams, and people are just posting the missed tackle. People are just missing that. Oh my god, it's so funny. People are funny, man. People are funny. Dom Villiers, do you think Watson will meet in Phil? No, dude. It's done. He's not coming to Philadelphia. It's done. Just stop. It's done. It's done. I'm so tired of Deshaun Watson's crap. I'm done. Oh man. It's so funny. Commissar, honestly, I would take Minshew before I take Mayfield. Mayfield is a headache and baby who thinks top 10 in the league. Evan Worsby said, I mean, Rager can be a receiver for. I think if they get a receiver in free agency and the draft, I think JJ's definitely done. I mean, he's out the door. I mean, he's already out. I think if they just sign a receiver in free agency, I think he's done regardless. Chris says, me yesterday, Marcus Williams is a must. Yeah, unfortunately, the Eagles were close. I mean, they were really close. They were very close on that 5-year, $70 million deal. They almost matched it. It was almost this close. They just couldn't get it done. They just couldn't get it done, unfortunately. You know what I mean? I've liked Pepper since he came out of Michigan. Hopefully we get him. And it says Hurts is our QB1. Get over it. It is. For right now, he is. So, Commissar, I think Matt Ryan would be good for the Browns. NFL World, interesting. Eagles play-by-play announcer Mel Reese has agreed to a 3-year contract extension to continue calling games at 94 WIP. A station announced. Oh, that's awesome. Good for him. It's gonna be tough the day that he leaves and retires. So Marcus Williams is getting an average of $14 million a year. That's the plan. Let's see. The Vikings re-sign punter. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Oh, it's so funny. I'm sorry. I'm laughing about stupid crap. Texas says it's tiring to hear about Watson. It's getting to that point now. Oh my God. Kendall Thompson, I want to know that what JJ Whiteside has in our front office. Howie is just trying to justify this pick. Don't go into another training camp. Oh, he looks good. He looks like he's in shape. Oh, he looks like he's like, remember what he said, like going into his second year? I couldn't stand it, bro. I couldn't stand it. I don't want to hear about, oh, he looks like he's more in shape. He looks good. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a big jump in year 2, which Howie did say. Yeah, big jump. Yeah, sure. Also, do you think we make any more moves in free agency? Do you think Howie's working on something with trades? I think it's the trade. I think it's trades. I think something with this Deshaun Watson stuff going on is holding a lot of teams up. I don't know. I mean, I think they're going after safety. I think they're going after receiver. I mean, I'm hoping they pick up Myles Jack and free agency as well. So, I mean, we'll see. See what happens. Boys, like to stream up. How many likes we got on this stream so far right now? How many likes we got? 207. We don't have 207. Wait, I think I'm on the wrong stream. I am. Never mind. Wait, 230. All right, we got 234. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. Much appreciated. You guys have been great today. You guys have been fantastic today. So oh yeah. We are looking to go. Mr. Athos says, why everyone became an Eagles fan? For me, it was Brian Dawkins. We needed to get back into mentality. Yeah, we do. Kanara Carr says, I like Jalen Hurts. I think he will surprise doubters. We need to build around him and let ball fly a little more. Yeah, that's true. We need Deshaun. We need Devontae Smith to get more targets. Like, I love how the last game of the season, I love how the last game of the regular season against the Cowboys, they force feed him the ball, which I loved. But they don't do it in games. And then Tampa Bay, they didn't target him until there was a minute 15 left in the fourth quarter in that wild card game. That's disgusting. That is just, oh my God, unethical for a number one receiver to get less targets like that. Pisses me off. That's embarrassing. Texas Myles Jack has interest from Chiefs, Cowboys, and Steelers. The Eagles aren't going to touch him, bro. It's going to suck, and they're not going to touch him. Broward, between college and free agency, the Eagles looking at everything because Hurts don't see teams that know looking. T4 Solid says, I'm just praying that we don't get into the season with the same two at our safety position. What is out there for us that need a position? What is out there for us at that need of the position? At safety, I mean, you have Honey Badger still available. You have Jabril Pepper still out there. I mean, there's still safeties out there. You have Edmonds that they could bring him up a little bit, and he's got a lot of upside towards him if that's the case. I think there's more out there. Evan Worsley said J-Jaw can't run to save his life. I didn't realize how slow he was. He should probably be a tight end more than a receiver, honestly. Big I said no Honey Badger, Edmonds, and Peppers with Gilmore. The IQ will with Slay and Gilmore to help teach plus draft Stingley Gardner. If they could do that plus make a move in the draft. Kazar Carr, what do you think of Mitch at Pitt? I don't think he's going to do much. Philly J, who knows? I mean, he might ball out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's had a short stint with the Bears, but the Bears have been the Bears and made some bad decisions around the roster. Philly J's the only free agents I would, at this point, Allen Robinson, Jabril Peppers. Andy Pecco says we need to push Hurts this offseason, make him grow, QB competition or something. I would be shocked if Minshew's still here for the 2022 season. I'd be shocked, actually. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll see. Down to me, so why would you draft the cornerback and sign Gilmore? I don't know. I don't think. I think you're either going to draft the cornerback or you're literally going to just keep it empty, or you're going to sign somebody right now. Like Xavier Rhodes is the case, then yeah, great. But Andrew says we could possibly take a shot at Jamal Adams. I'm positive he's not sick. Yeah, Jamal Adams is going to be an interesting one because he went to Seattle to obviously contend for a Super Bowl. But now since Russell Wilson's gone, Tyler Lockett's on the trade block, Bobby Wagner's released. So, I mean, he could be available via trade. And Jamal Adams, I've always liked his attitude. He's got that swag attitude I really have always liked with him. So he would fit here really well. All right, Xavier, what's going on, man? What's the deal, Joey? I'm back. There's no deal. There's no deal going on. Even says we need to draft a corner. Definitely. T Forever says I'd like to see Slade Gilmore and Stingley Jr. Yeah, you're not. If you get Gilmore, you're not drafting a corner this year. If because you're going to get still Gilmore's going to get some money. He's going to get paid. He's not going to be cheap. Maddox is nothing but a nickel corner, though. He's not an outside guy. That's the issue. He's not going to be able to play anything else but nickel. I saw a video where JJ dropped the ball when the wide receivers were doing a hot potato drill. NFL World Eagles have tendered RFA OG Nate Herbig at the right at first refusal. Herbig was an undrafted free agent out of Stanford who is 23. Yeah, I mean, Herbig could play both guard spots left and right, but he's better at right guard. I think he's really good depth for us. Just do not let him play center because that guy can't fit the football between his legs. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So they have tendered Herbig, which means that Herbig is on a 1-year deal with a tender. You can only tender, I think, one player. I think one player, and that's it. They tendered Nate Herbig, and that's why they didn't tender Alex Singleton. There's no point. I don't think they have a strong class right now of linebackers in the draft. So they tender Nate Herbig. Now, what kind of tender is it? I don't know. Is it a second round, third round, fourth round tender? So if there's a team interested in Nate Herbig, they have to give up that. They're forced to give up that draft pick for Nate Herbig, if that's the case. So it would kill me to see Jack go to the Cowboys. It'd be pissed because it would be pissed off. It's a missed opportunity. It'd be a missed opportunity. Thanks says, I'll take Slay at wide receiver over Rager. Foss says, what do you think about if we took Breece Hall in the second round? I wouldn't mind it. J17, Georgia, Devonta Wyatt told me that he has visits scheduled with Raiders, Buccaneers, Jets, Chiefs, and Eagles so far. Huh. Interesting. So sign Honey Badger or Peppers, draft Stingley, Sauce, or Alam. That I like. That's a good decision. That one I like. J17, Georgia, Devonta Wyatt said he has visits scheduled with the Raiders, Buccaneers. Let's see here. Ray Meyer said, I think Howie thinks Jacoby Stevens is a starter. It doesn't mean anything just because he's not here right now. It doesn't mean because they haven't acquired that they think Jacoby Stevens is the answer. Because as of right now, I don't think he's the answer because he needs some work. You know what I mean? Angelo DeLuca has not seen putting passing the season. Go look upon the YouTube before you start spreading lies. Perez says, keep Minshew. If we trade, who's going to be the backup? Are we really going to waste a draft pick on a QB? Minshew is not costing us anything. I mean, they could keep him, like I said. But if there's a way for them to get a draft pick for this year, they could get it, a third-round pick. Or there might be a team after the Deshaun Watson stuff's going around. Baker Mayfield's going somewhere. Matt Ryan could be going somewhere. I mean, who knows at this point? There could be a spot for him for the Eagles to get a second, third-round pick. Who knows? The desperation. That's what it comes down to, bro. Kyle says, loving the videos, Joey. How soon do you think we're gonna do a mock draft? We're gonna have a mock draft after all this is done. So we'll have one soon. Kennel Thompson, I think we trade Cox while we can still get something for him. To be honest, I love him. But what has he done since the Super Bowl? He's had some okay seasons, but the last couple years haven't really been great. No, really, those draft guys that are going to play. their head out. No more free agents except Jamal Adams, Robinson, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to go get a receiver right now and a safety. That's what I'm looking for. Other than that, I don't see anything else. Cornerback, maybe. Okay, if Xavier Rhodes is going to be a little bit cheap, then maybe I see that. But receiver, safety, cornerback as of right now. We'll see what they fill. So yeah, Titans released Jack Rabbit, Janoris Jenkins is going to be released. I don't like Janoris Jenkins at all. So Van Der Esch, why am I hearing so much about Van Der Esch right now? Like it's like is he due for a contract after he's got one more year? I think he's always got injured. He's becoming the next Sean Lee of the Cowboys, to be honest with you, with all these concussions and that's yeah, Landon Collins is available too, bro. Available too. Definitely available too right now. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. I see ya. Nice, nice, nice. Boy. Landon Collins. Oh, Van Der Esch is a free agent. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I still want Metcalf too, bro. Same here. Same here. It's really quiet right now. I mean, it's really quiet. Like, no joke, it's quiet. Like, not even kidding. Hoping that there's something more here, but let's see. Rest JoJo. Jaguars, Myles Jack has had interest from Cowboys, Chiefs, and Steelers. God, man, the Eagles are just like, crazy, man. Like, I don't know how they're not. Like, Howie Roseman. I'm hoping they draft, dude. I really hope they draft one. Because at this point, I need something to happen. I'm gonna miss out on Myles Jack, and if they do that, they better draft. I think we're getting close to like them actually going for a linebacker. Easy money said we missed on DK. Let's not miss on the teammate and the next star, Matt Corral. Eagles went through the offense with him. You're big on Matt Corral, man. You've talked about Matt Corral a lot. We're gonna actually do this stream for another. We're gonna do this stream for another, like probably another few minutes. We're going on 3 hours now. The Eagles are very quiet. There's really no rumors coming out. I think we're at a good mark at 3 hours for the stream today. And we'll have a couple videos out today too, so definitely check those out. But we'll go over a few more. I heard that the Myles Jack is difficult to coach and rebels a lot. Maybe. Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks, man. Fly high. McKissick rather play than Wentz than Josh Allen. Like it says, don't want Matt Corral. He's accident prone. Down Philly Eagles said Minshew is more worth as be a backup. Philly should start him. Got to be honest. Common Star said, I hope we get Myles Jack or Bobby Wagner. That'd be good. That'd be good. Von Miller. Von Miller might. They've been looking at a veteran linebacker. They've been looking for a veteran linebacker. Dude, it's very slow right now. The whole entire free agency is slow, not just for the Eagles, but for every team. Seems like free agency market is being slowed down for Watson trade. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's getting nuts right now. It's getting nuts. I mean, hopefully there's a change soon. Apparently we have like 23 million right now. That's what we have. We have about 23 million. 23 to 24 million, something like that. And that's apparently what's going on right now. But I'm going to be on top of this all day today. Baker Mayfield prefers to be traded to the Colts, according to PFN. Browns GM Andrew Berry has promised to work with Mayfield's team to send him into a place of his choosing. What the hell is going on? So is he going to so is Deshaun Watson going to the Browns? They better make sure he's going there. So teams interested in Browns, Austin Hooper, 49ers, Bengals, Titans, and Packers. Oh my God. This is getting like insane now. No, I think Deshaun. I mean, from what it sounds like, he's going to the Browns because the Browns are coming out with all this news that they're going to be moving Baker Mayfield. So it's like they better hope. They better hope. Another stream after 4. No, we're not doing another stream today. That's it for today. I'm going to have a couple vids out. If there's any breaking news that comes out today, I'm definitely going to be on it, like as soon as it happens. So that's what it seems like. All right, guys. Well, we're over the 3-hour mark. There's 210 still in here. Much love to everybody that just came in to hang out today. It really does make my day when you guys are just talking about the Eagles and, just the moves. And we're just hanging out, even if nothing's going on. It's just nice just to hang out and do stuff. You know what I mean? So if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't, we cover the Eagles every single day. You won't, trust me, you won't regret it. If you guys haven't liked the stream, put the likes up. I think we're at 260 likes right now. Just hit that like button before you leave. 210 of you in there. Hit the like button. It really does help. But try to get this to 300 likes if we can by the end of today. Much love to everybody that joined. I mean, I know we did 4 hours of streaming yesterday. We did a 3-hour stream today. Tomorrow, we're going to do a stream probably around the same 11, 12, probably around the same time. So definitely check that out. And that's it. So subscribe, like the stream if you guys haven't, and that's it. So we will see you guys tomorrow on the next stream. Videos will be coming out. A video or two will come out today. So definitely look out for that. I appreciate it, Royce. So run those likes up. Put those likes up, guys. Much love to everybody that joined. Thank you, everybody that joined the stream today. And we will be back tomorrow. Look out for some videos. Subscribe and like as usual. So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Guys, have a great day. Enjoy your day. Don't let this, don't go crazy on your phones all day. We'll have the news out as soon as it happens. All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys later.